EBERRON. Last time in EBERRON. The party. Said, hey, let's find out what's going on in that ship. Something's probably going on in that ship. Let's take a look at that ship. They went into the ship. Didn't go great. They left the ship. That's about the sum total of that. And then they were like, you know what, let's leave. And so they did. Venturing out into the jungle with their guide to head into the apparently highly contentious region of Hope on their way to Wyrmwatch in pursuit of Zaan. Yeah, very funny.
Very humorous. It's
very humorous. Hoo hoo hee ha.
Yeah. Hoo
There's a lizard.
At least a lizard.
At least a lizard. At least one. And then they fought a big, scary, draconic T-Rex.
Yeah.
And it went okay. They did all right.
Half lizard.
Throw.
Half lizard.
It proved itself not to be the throat goat. It became deceased upon attempting.
Loved it, man.
And their guide got struck by lightning, but he's okay.
Yeah. Maybe it should have been part goat instead of part dragon.
Would have been ideal. But it wasn't. Died. And then they decided to, you know, like, chill out for a minute. Chill out, take a short rest here on the smoking carcass of the creature. Or maybe a long rest. Did you guys take a long rest?
We took a short rest and a long rest.
Okay.
I can't remember if he said it would last long enough for a long rest or no.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. And we had something about a watch order, I forget.
It's written down in the Discord.
Which we did not do because we got off on a tangent about like a southern lawyer or something.
Small-time 5-inch tall lawyer.
That's right. Filled to bursting with burning oil. So
I don't know how
whatever that fucking watch order was, let's deal with that now.
It's this one. Zaan.
Okay.
I think.
Now, Sophie, what am I about to ask you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what did I do?
Did we level up?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, cool. Did you level up?
So.
Did I level up?
No,
Wait,
you
is this level
specifically did not. Everybody else did, but you didn't.
We are currently 11th level.
You're not. You didn't level up. Don't panic.
Yeah, I was just like, oh god, I sent that to you.
No, you're good. You're good.
How close are we then?
We're like level 14 right now,
You're not, like, you've got a little ways to go.
77%, I'm gonna say.
No. But you didn't level up that long ago. We just haven't had a lot of sessions because we've had a lot of scheduling issues.
Get out.
Up first is Dirk, so yeah, if you're doing watch, give me a perception.
And 19's helping, right, I assume?
Yeah, 19 will give advantage.
Okay, what am I rolling again? Fucking
perception.
Perception?
25.
That's very high. You peer out into the humid jungle, but you are unbothered by anything but the sound of nocturnal beasts and bugs. None which...
Dirk is happy this happens because he's tired.
None come upon
Goes
your
to bed.
campsite. You are doing well. For now...
Thank you, 19.
Hey, no problem. Good night.
Don't wake me up if I'm dying.
Understood.
That's definitely not gonna bite me in the ass one day.
He goes over and he starts hammering on Gron's chest plate.
Oh, he's fixing it. It's nice.
Yeah. He's jostling me awake.
Oh, got a
I
jostler.
Sleep like a baby.
He gets on top of you and he goes...
It peaks the microphone. It's bass boosted also.
Oh, I do.
Somebody with thaumaturgy could bass boost their own voice. Or peak.
That's with advantage?
I rolled
Boy, dog
so
shit.
good. I rolled so good.
So you're surprised in the night by assassins, which kill you.
I thought you were going to say a Sasquatch.
Okay.
But the assassin is a Sasquatch.
Sucks my dick.
It's a Sasquatch with a silenced pistol.
Just shot Peppy and then
It
sucked my dick and left.
shit walked up and shot Peppy and it walked back out.
Just walked up, put it in my fucking mouth, and pulled the trigger. I'm not dead yet, but
And you tried to get there in time to stop it. By the time you got it, he was like looking over his shoulder and blurrily walking away.
Yeah.
Oh, should we heal Peppy?
They'll be fine.
I'll be fine. This happens every night. You just don't wake up for it.
Oh, I remember. Like Jane said, whatever happened to Peppy, Peppy deserved.
It's true.
So true.
Everybody gets around together in a circle and says, if Peppy dies, it was supposed to happen, and it's good that it did. Peppy is also part of this circle, and he agrees, of course. Whether he wants to or not, he's being taken over by the fucking brain spider at the time. Make sure they get their consent.
Yeah.
Nobody knows it's the brain spider, even though it's just speaking in Zedlo Spire's voice at the time. They're like, well, Peppy's doing a weird voice, okay.
That's part of why
It
he
does
has
have
to
to
die.
fun.
I guess he's doing. I guess he's
weird.
doing a bit or something. I don't know.
It's bad bit. We told him to stop. He won't.
Hey Peppy, stop doing that bit where you pretend like there's a brain spider in you or something. It's not that funny, and honestly, it's kind of cringe.
Like throwing that sending stone into the river. Like what the fuck, man? Bad bit.
The bit's gone too far, bro. Move on. Next bit.
Like, oh, I just barely remember where I threw it, dude. Come on.
Nothing comes upon your campsite. You're okay. So third watch
Jane.
is Jane. So roll for Jane.
Jane is the most perceptive changeling. Where's my
Is that right?
D20? In the world. There it is. Alright. I think she might actually be the most perceptive changeling in the world, nat 20.
My.
That's what you get, folks. This is a really good number. Really good number there. Total of 27, by the way.
Yeah, I think probably, I mean, that is a very good roll. I do want to give something for that roll. So what I'll say, she sees a really cool bird. But,
Yes, she does.
fortunately, nothing else happens during the night, and you all wake up in the morning. It's the morning, you're fine.
Oh,
Hooray.
I've healed. I am no longer at 6 health.
Oh, really? What are you at? 7? 8?
The triple digits.
Oh. Hmm.
And now the beads are back in town.
Beads are back in town.
The beats are back in town.
Done.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, Mr. Guide, I guess keep guiding us in our
Hi, Mr. Guide, man.
directions. Leibowitz, that was his name.
Says, alright, well,
Not Jenkins.
let's try not to have a repeat of our last leg of our journey, because, that was astonishingly poor luck. Probably the worst luck I've ever had. I'm not sure if it's you lot or what, but
Probably it is.
probably it is. But you all seem rather capable. We didn't die, so that does give me a bit of a security blanket over the bad luck situation. I guess we'll see if we run into something you can't handle.
Oh, I hope not. That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Anyway, there's two ways we could go. We could go straight through,
I want to go the fast way.
well, the fast way, broadly speaking, would be to go through where, between the Stormhorn Clanhold and some of the other Dragonborn outposts in the area, that'll avoid some of the rougher terrain closer to the mountains. However, my guess is that's probably where the largest amount of shit is going down. So we might have to be a little extra careful, and chances are we could run across some nasties in the process. Not wild nasties, but the sort with tactics.
We are also good at that.
Again, I'm not really sure what the fuck's going on down here, or who's attacking who, or if we're even targets for anyone, but, you know,
Don't worry,
I'd
we're
rather
known
not.
to
I'd
murder
rather run
large
into
groups of
nobody
people.
at all.
Don't worry, I'll doff the armor so I don't have disadvantage and still roll in the single digits.
Well, yeah, you were jangling around last time, and I'm pretty sure you might as well have just waved it and rang an enormous dinner bell for that last Sawtooth Titan, so...
Wait, he did it?
I did want to kill something. It wasn't on
Oh,
purpose,
so you did-
though. Wasn't on purpose.
Sure it wasn't, alright. Well, I know not to trust you now.
Wasn't on purpose.
I don't believe you. So,
Worked out.
round the edge near the mountains, or straight through the shit?
Great.
Straight
We
through
have
the
to
shit.
beat them, so straight through, I guess.
Can't say you're not consistently suicidal. Right, let's go.
Oh no.
Sometimes we think about how we want to try.
It is very hard to kill me.
I like to think I'm already there.
But
Yeah, it's
it
hard
is,
to kill me too, but they did manage to kill you and me before, so.
that is true.
I've dodged
However,
death multiple times.
It is
I'm
very easy
invincible.
to kill Peppy. But
That's true.
Peppy has not died. Because Peppy
also
is
true.
smart.
But it's also very easy
I'm not
to
sure that's the
die.
reason.
Right,
And
the amount of times people have died or nearly died in this group is really not adding to my confidence. So let's just stop talking
You
about
don't
that.
know that.
I don't remember half the fights because I get unconscious every time. In fact, I don't remember much.
You do have a
have,
distant look in your eyes. Like you might be recovering from some pretty serious brain damage.
I remember.
I'm not sure if I'm the same person I was a year ago.
Oh, that is,
We met like...
What is life?
that is
Peppy, we
because.
met 2 months ago.
They had to smooth some wrinkles over to make it better.
Are you sure? Are you sure we only met 2 months
Look
ago?
at my big ass water bottle.
I
That
could
is an
swear we've been
INXT
meeting
worship
since at
we're not
least
doing.
2021.
Oh, that is a very big
It's
ass
a very large water bottle.
You got
Ha
the
ha
big
ha
sippy.
ha ha, Nick. Ha 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 ha.
But that is not for
ha.
drinking, that is for extinguishing fires.
Explains the chemical taste and the severe corrosion of my throat.
But, Peppy, did you know you are not the same person as a year ago? Because every year, all of your meat and your bones and your organs fall off and grow back over the course. Oh, I think that is just trolls.
Is that troll
When does
puberty?
that happen? Is that
It
in like a day?
It happens all over the year, little bit at a time.
Oh,
Is there
Okay.
is there like
Yeah,
some
that's
trolls that have a medical condition where it happens like instantaneously all at once?
Yes, they die when they are babies.
Jesus Christ.
This morning, I regrew my spleen. I have 5 spleens.
how can you tell? Does it like tell you, or do you?
Little counter comes up
Do
on
you
his
see it fall
eyeball.
out?
Just ding, ding.
There is a sound inside of my body. For this one, it is
Oh,
like
you know. Okay.
and I recognize it because it makes my
The spleen sound.
it affects my production of various chemicals.
Got it.
I think I have a spleen.
Probably.
Well, so
I don't know what I have anymore.
this way, guys. I think it's just straight there.
Oh, we should go.
We're still
I'm not
standing
sure
in a
if I'm really
circle.
alive anymore.
I'm standing just like this, just like.
You're A posing in the middle of the fucking.
For all I
think-
know, I'm just a
I
puppet with a
think-
soul in it.
I think I have a spleen. All right, this
We
way.
don't know.
My soul is attached to a metal ball embedded in my chest.
I couldn't tell you if it's actually mine. Jury's still
I
out.
couldn't tell you.
I do not know about the metal ball because nobody.
That's true. Nobody has told them that their souls are tied to metal fucking KD-14 balls in their chests.
Did they say that the balls would like erode eventually, and then the soul would return to the body?
So I think it's like an anchor.
I think they said it would sort of diffuse eventually through, but like, but he didn't know how long it would take. I don't think. That it's not like you're not like the ball. The ball was just a method for stealing a soul from another plane, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
It would be funny if you were the ball, though.
Basically, your soul is like in a metal salt lake
Sure.
that they shoved in you.
It's one of those. You're in a dissolving tablet.
Soul lick.
I can't. It's such a pain in the ass to deal with airport security now. My soul activates the metal detector.
I could take it out.
And
and
you
it's
remove
the
all
whole
metal. Like,
thing.
look,
Remove all metal from your body. Very well. He takes it out, puts it in the.
Can you put this back in after I get through the scanner?
Just roll me through.
I think that the ball should be on my chest, and you can use it to command me like a touchpad on a laptop.
No, you're just a fucking trackball, like an
Trackball,
old fucking
yeah.
mouse.
Also, all of the rocks on my body contain trace amounts of metals.
Bothnack's never getting on a plane. He wouldn't be able to fit.
No, he just cut it off.
Rockium. Trollite.
All right, shut up. So, you begin your second day of progress down
We're
the
gonna be so sneaky.
western part of Kabara towards Wyrmwatch into areas of more conflict, so it has been alleged. So somebody roll me a dice as your boy Leroy continues to carve through the foliage.
3.
3. All right.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Let's see here. Okay. So, you are making your way through the jungle. Hot, like the day before. Sticky. And it's hot and humid enough that you wonder, like, because this is still, like the 3rd or 4th month of the year. So, I mean, it's still, like, late winter, early spring sort of deal. So, and it's this bad, you can only imagine how stifling and suffocating the jungle is in the actual proper summer months. This is bad enough.
This reminds me of the jungle.
The jungle reminds you of the jungle.
It's like a jungle out here.
Volthak,
James
it's
is
because
really
it is a jungle.
Getting strong jungle vibes.
But like a different jungle.
Guy who's only been in one jungle, this reminds me of the jungle.
The guy who has
Getting
only been to
strong
one
jungle.
biome. This heat is making me think of the jungle.
Man, whoever made this one, they totally, they know the jungle.
This is definitely getting jungle vibes out here.
Definitely feeling the jungle vibe.
Feeling the jungle book out here.
Bare necessities.
Month 3.
You all of it. You
Oh, it's the burp.
after a few hours of travel, it's probably coming to about midday, maybe a little past. It's a little hard to tell with the density of the canopy cover. You're pretty much in kind of shadow all day. It's not super dark, but you don't get a good look at the sky. So, position of the sun is difficult to discern except by just sort of like the angle of the god rays, basically. But it feels like it's probably about a little past midday. When
I think we'd be able to tell what time it is by a technique I would call ray tracing.
yeah, the ray tracing will help. You hear quite noisy stumbling through the underbrush. It sounds like it's coming in your direction. The snapping of branches and the fluttering of leaf. And you can hear, "My friends! My friends! Please!"
I trust him.
I look at Leroy.
He has adopted a somewhat defensive stance, but he has not divin. Oh my god, he has not dived for the underbrush.
He's not dove into the underbrush.
I attempt to locate the source of the noise in the voice, even.
I raise the question: are there things that mimic people out here?
Well, I mean, other than changelings, I don't think so. So,
Okay.
and I don't think there are wild changelings anywhere.
Okay, then. I'll say,
Hello?
You see a man
Man,
staggering through the brush. A little older, looks probably upper middle ages, big ass mustache, sort of thinning, blondish hair.
15th, 16th century.
Shut up. He's in tattered, like, vestments, like priest robes. Shreds of it have been, like, torn off and, like, tied around his head like a bandana. And you can see that the sleeves have also been torn off. He is covered in bug bites. He is sweating profusely. He looks kind of pale and unwell. And he's just sort of waving his hands towards you. He's like, "My friends, please, have you any food or water or either? I've gone..."
Yes, we have a lot.
Offer him some T-Rex.
You remember the T-Rex?
We have maybe 350 pounds of meat.
That's
True.
so much!
Be careful, we only
It's
have
quite a bit.
350 pounds of it.
Please,
They put it in the portable hold to prevent us from smelling like cooked animal the whole journey.
allow me to rest here a moment and have you anything to drink? I fear
Wow,
the...
you're being pretty fucking needy right now.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
I know you
well,
are
fuck me, I
angry.
guess.
I pull out the
Don't
alchemy
listen
jug.
to him, he's evil.
Yeah, we should kill this guy.
No, you're evil. I pull out
Tubby's
the
evil.
alchemy jug and I pull out the stopper for the fresh water, and I say, feel something for that, and then I give him enough drink. I have a water.
I thought you were
skin.
going to
Uh,
pull out the alchemy jug and pour out mayonnaise for him.
He,
That's for tomorrow.
he, chows down on a little bit of T-Rex and he drinks greedily of the water.
As much as you want. We got 8 gallons of this.
You can see, you
gonna
let him
drown.
know that you've got plenty, and you can see he pulls out it looks like an empty wine bottle that he has on his person, and he just like pours a bunch of the water into that, like a makeshift canteen of a kind, almost, it seems like. He stoppers it up. He's like, bless you, my friends, blessings of the host upon you. You may well have saved my life.
Sovereign. The sovereign host.
What?
What?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, apologies. My manners have fled me in this dire circumstance. I am Findle Loam.
I am Vatnak.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm a Vass. Oh, hello, Grond.
I'm Peppy.
Hello.
I guess we're introducing Dirk.
Jay.
That's that cell phone tower is Jane.
I'm Leroy.
That was evil. I'm checking.
I'm not.
3J.
I am. You certainly seem well equipped, folk. I am merely a humble vassal of the sovereign host. I arrived only months ago to study under the venerable Father Gillian at his seminary in Pitchwall. And now, madness and death.
So yeah, who's attacking who? What's going on?
Is there madness and death?
Well, if perhaps you had a mind to, if your destination is Pitchwall, or if you had a mind to stop there for a time, do not. It is gone. Naught remains but bone and ash.
What about the buildings?
It is gone, my friends.
I think that's the ash.
Why?
Even Gustos?
Yup.
It's a
don't know, I
wind-themed restaurant.
I just made it up. I don't know.
They blow
Oh.
on you.
How did you know about Gusto's? It was our most esteemed eatery.
Everyone loved Gustos.
Oh,
Have you been there?
No, everyone's heard of Gustos.
When I think of the loss of the Gustos, it makes me question my faith. But
Everyone knows the Gustos song. Gusto,
Yeah,
Gusto, Gusto. Gotta get
Gusto,
my
gusto,
gustos.
gusto. Gotta get in my gutso. Everyone was singing it.
They were!
Exactly
Everyone was
that.
singing
They were
it.
singing it in the streets as the madness began!
Gusto, gusto, gusto. Gotta get it in my gutso. That everyone's singing it.
The, the Dragonborn. They have turned on each other. Among other things. For some days there had been rumblings of disquiet in the Stormhorn Embassy in Pitchwall, but we didn't know the origin, we didn't know why. But all at once there was a schism of a kind, and they began to slay one another. Many of them took up arms and cut down the others before they could react. An ambush of a kind. Before we could make sense of the conflict, they came upon the southern gates. Legions of Dragonborn, followers of the conqueror Mishvar-Garodya. And with them marched lizard folk. Not the savages of the Blackscale or the Poison Dusk, but more civilized folk, a tribe of the Cold Sun, although I don't know them well enough to discern which. They came in force. Guards were hopeless. They moved through the streets, killing and burning all they saw. Butchering those Stormhorn who had been caught by surprise. Those lizard folk culled their own, killing other tribesfolk of the Cold Sun they saw. Senseless brutality.
It's not good.
The very will of the mockery was with them, I say. I saw many die begging. I watched our temple burn. Perhaps some small mercy that Father Gillian was cut down in the streets before he could see his life's work burn. I scarcely escaped the massacre with my life. I know not how many others fled. I've been walking to reach New Galifar and find safety. There is no safety to be found in hope. What a bitter comedy that name has turned out to be. Apologies, it is much to recall.
Take your time. I'm sure it's a lot.
The,
Oh shit! It's KMS. What's going on?
What?
I had to step away.
oh.
Confused. I thought you like had a new background.
What? Which one?
I thought
you.
somebody else. I thought you were saying, "Oh shit, it's KMS," and somebody else joined the call.
When did you
What?
leave? Did you miss the whole thing?
Oh, I guess I didn't say it loud enough that I was leaving. It was in the middle of
Yeah.
a conversation.
There it
You
is.
just asked about the We just talked about gustos.
Okay, so the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Lone here is a priest of Songrenhost who went to study under Gilneas and
Well-
Pitchwall. And the
Yeah,
Gilead is
heard
now
all that.
dead.
No.
He got cut in the streets. Pitchwall burned down. They put too much pitch in the walls.
Mm-hmm. Way
Okay.
too much.
I don't know why I thought Sophie was actually going to say something of substance. He just started
Well,
rambling about shit he
hold
made
on.
up.
Follow up. Give me some time here. I didn't hear the name. They followed a conqueror. I'm not sure what that piece was about.
He said they were followers of the conqueror Mishvar-Garodya.
That's a scary
Yeah.
name. It sounds foreign.
Mishbad the Garrett.
Nope.
Yeah, foreign names sound scary to me.
Yeah.
And they
When I
killed, I guess, the Stormhorn guard that town, but they got killed a lot. They also killed some Cold Sun people, even though the Cold Sun were attacking.
Yeah, there was a tribe of the Cold Sun with the Garaja soldiers, and it seemed like there was an uprising in the Stormhorn that were in the city, and they started killing each other as well.
So really, just all the tribes were fighting all the tribes.
They're for fun, really.
But who are the people following the Conqueror? What are they?
Dragonborn, other Dragonborn.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're the Dragonborn.
There's some sort of Stormhorn schism. And there was a Cold Sun tribe with Garaja that seemed to have no bones about killing other Cold Sun tribes in the city, but yeah, he doesn't know really much about the Cold Sun, so he didn't know which tribe it was.
Okay, I should yes.
Yeah.
We asked him to describe the dragon. Actually, are they distinct enough to recognize? They're
Who?
probably distinct enough. The Cold Sun tribe that attacked.
I don't
They got
I don't know them well. They were rather pale of coloration, and they had ritual scarification on their bodies. That's all I know.
Did they say why they targeted that place specifically, or?
Well, on my escape, on one of the days, I chanced upon some fleeing scouts of the Stormhorn who were attacked. They told me that the clan hold itself had fallen. I believe Garaja has struck wherever the Stormhorn were in force. Even the dragon Tamarkan has been brought low, enchanted by some fell incantation so that he is impossible to rouse. The jungle between the clan hold and Castle Garaja is choked with Mishvar's butchers.
Oh, that's on the map. I see. I didn't notice.
The scouts were making their way north for Karashan, but that is weeks from here. Many weeks.
I forget something. So we're going to Wyrmwatch because that's where Zaan is headed, but we also have the arrow pointing at Pitchwall. What were you looking for in Pitchwall?
You guys,
The mine.
you guys suspected that the mine was the mine was in Wyrmwatch or Pitchwall or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we already found all the mines, right? Or
This was
This
the
is
last
last
one.
mine.
last one? Okay.
You know it's
Presumably
somewhere in Hope. You believed it was maybe in Wyrmwatch or Pitchwall.
And do you know? So Stormhold.
You did get it. Did say Wyrmwatch in Zaan's letter in the letter that Zaan sent.
That does seem pretty adjacent, so I would assume it's closer to Wyrmwatch.
It means. Well, I don't
Same.
know if we know there's a mine in the town or adjacent, but it's somewhere in between them.
Maybe
Um,
somewhere in the region.
Yeah.
And so Stormhold, that clan
Stormhorn.
controlled Stormhorn controlled Pitchwall before.
They had an embassy there.
They had an embassy there, and then all of a sudden, this other clan
Yeah.
following.
There's
Which-
on the map Castle
other-
Garadia.
Yeah,
They
that's
follow the Conqueror.
that's where he is.
Mishmash.
Mishmash.
Garadia.
And
But
they're
there are also
coming
some Stormhorn also attacking.
You were actually really close with your. Get rid of that D at the end of. It's just Mishva, and then you've got it correct. You
It's
actually
the
you
same.
did quite well. on your typing there.
I put garage, and then I looked at the map. And I said, "Oh, garage is."
Oh, right, it says it there, of course.
And
Even still.
so they're attacking. They have some Stormhorn people who I guess are rebelling with them, and there are also Cold Sun. You said, or is it Sunscale?
Cold Sun lizard. That Cold Sun is like the Federation, is like the alliance of the civilized lizard folk tribes, and one of those tribes was riding with them. Somebody with pale scales and scarification.
And Pitchwall was it a town that the Kabaran government is there one owned?
It was one of like the towns of the settlers of Hope.
Okay.
Like the human and other settlers of Hope.
So they've decided to do their funny thing, and they've attacked at least Pitchwall.
And he said that those scouts told him the clan hold had fallen, and that their
Stormhorn.
their friendly dragon had been put into a trance or a coma or something.
Yeah.
So does each Dragonborn clan have a dragon leading it, or overseeing it, or whatever?
You can make a history check.
I'll roll it, but I don't think I know. Maybe I would. Read it in a book once.
Read it in a book once.
I saw
I read
it
it
in a
in the
dream.
book once.
Nat 20.
Really?
Yeah.
The answer is no. This is it's actually a unique case that the Stormhorn have a friendly dragon, sort of like a. Tamarkan is thought to have been like an exile from the the actual orders of Argonason, like the actual orders of the dragons, and sort of came here and established a presence among the Stormhorn as kind of like an ally to them because he had no power left in his homeland.
And with
So
it,
like the last dragon.
Broadly
that we know
considered
of.
to be benevolent, though, like was on like the Stormhorn have always had pretty good relations with humans, and Tamarkan was part of that.
And it's because he's a punk ass bitch dragon. That's why they exiled him.
Maybe.
Fucking the runt of the litter survived.
Hey, even the
He's
runt,
a part of the dream.
even the runt of the litter for fucking like
He's a
dragon
drag.
shit is like some shit you don't want to fuck with.
It's probably old.
Does
It sounds like a person we'd like to talk to, if possible.
Does Dragon Expert Grand also know maybe anything about like what's up with the Garadia?
What's why does Garadia Hellscream wanna kill
they-
the Stormborn?
Your guide says, "Well, whoa, my chair almost broke."
I now understand that he's talking about we were trying to dive straight through between both of them, which I guess is the battlefield areas. So.
More or less, yeah. Which is why he was like,
But it sounds like they won, so we don't gotta worry about that. Yippee!
Oh, by the way, I'll say Dirk and Peppy, because Peppy was partially involved, can make a quick history check.
Alrighty. 16.
7.
Seven total?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say between the two of you, because Peppy rolled alright, the lizard folk that you saw going into the Cannith place was pale and had ritual scarification on its body. Which Peppy, with a high-ass roll, identified as the Lingering Light tribe.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
That's why it says lingering light in there.
So, I think that was the Lingering Light.
Yeah, I do too.
No, you don't.
I do.
I saw him too.
Lingering Light. I mean, then sort of spooky fuckers always been not always on the greatest terms with you know, the settlers and that. Prophets and seers and creepy bastards.
So like
Well,
future tellers, stuff like that.
Sort of business
Right.
like that. They got a big ass ruin up in Basra Swamp that they operate out of. Sell artifacts and that and information. They have a habit of getting their hands on information that they shouldn't be able to get their hands on.
say, well, and they probably not good. Don't like them.
Now you mentioned Mishvar. I know Mishvar. Everybody around here knows Mishvar. They call her Mishvar the Conqueror.
He conquered the castle.
She.
Apologize, Gron.
Misgendered Mishvar the Conqueror.
Did I say he or they? Oh,
It's
I must
a
have said-
she. Anyways, Mishvar Garaja Stormhorn, where do I start? Right, so Hope, the region that Hope is in, has always had trouble with the black scales, right? Like, the pretty hardcore tribal lizard folk. Not friendly to anybody.
Okay.
And they were built up pretty much everywhere, but more here than anywhere else in Kabara. People said they built a fucking city out of bones of people they'd killed. I don't know if that's true, but they had a city at least.
Sounds pretty cool.
So Mishvar, she's sort of a general in the Stormhorn. She goes to work on them. Once she's got the manpower and the strategy sorted, she hunts them like fucking dogs. Slaughtered wholesale, warriors and shamans and children alike. Smashes their city, burns them out of whatever hole they crawl into. Practically makes them extinct. I reckon these days you find more bloody sphinxes in Hope than black scales. Tanadol, the Valinar elves, organise a huge raid, roll through the jungle, looting and pillaging as they do. Mishvar comes after them like a storm, and not only does she carve them up and send them running back to their desert, she chases them. Over the border, sacks one of their fucking cities for good measure. Leaves a line of elven heads on the spikes at the border.
Bold
Basically,
choice.
Mishvar the Conqueror, she's a fucking machine. Trouble is, she's great at killing invaders and the like. She's got a lot of opinions on who those invaders are. Never fucked with the human settlers. Some as hostile occupiers, taking up space, chewing up resources that ought to belong to the Stormhorn in her view. But the Stormhorn elders and Tamakan wanted to be allies with the settlers, so she just stewed and talked shit and played rough. And she played really rough and she killed a whole bunch of settlers for some bullshit. I guess the Stormhorn couldn't kill her because Garudja's an old name among the Dragonborn and that carries some weight, but they exiled her. And she took a bunch of goons who supported her and went back to a spooky fucking fortress. Been sitting there all scary like ever since. People just give the castle a wide berth and hope she stays quiet. I guess she's done staying quiet now for whatever reason. So that's Mishvar.
Sounds like a swell lady.
Oh yeah, real charmer.
Sounds like that the lingering light might have convinced her to attack because the dream people wanted it burned for some reason.
Yes, I think everything is because of them, and I do not like it.
What?
Or maybe she's just really mad.
What business do you gentlemen have here in this forsaken place? Why have you come here? Where are you
Murder.
Our friend had done episode,
Murder.
and we are following
Not
into
murder.
Wyrmwatch.
Wyrmwatch.
We're also looking for a mine.
Yes.
Well, there are
It's
many
either
mines.
somewhere in this area.
There are many mines across. Hope it's quite mineral rich. I'm not certain what has transpired in the west in Wyrmwatch. What I've heard sounds also bad. Mishvar's lightning scours all across Hope, of course, but I heard from those scouts that I mentioned that there may even be Tanadol riding in the Westerlands. The elves of Valinar. No doubt they smelled blood in the water and came to pick the bones of Hope, raiders and murderers.
Is Tanador a known person?
Ternadol. It's an ethnic group.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were
it's
talking about the painkiller.
The Ternadol are like the ethnic elves of Valinar, who currently occupy Valinar.
Oh, they're just okay. They're just the elves.
Yeah, they're they're those elves that like they ride with the raiding parties and the horses, and they got the scimitars and shit.
Do they have I guess a difference then with like elves? They're like the more civilized, living in settlements versus the more
They do have
nomadic.
they have settlements, but they have like a culture of raiding kind of sort of deal, like
Okay.
for glory.
It's
and
not
so
like
forth.
what do you want to call it, a split or anything, or it's
No,
just,
no.
that's their thing.
That's
Okay.
that's just kind of their thing, yeah.
Okay.
Most of the elves that you've come across have been more of like the Aeronol bent, which are like the ones from the islands where they like worship those dead guys.
Oh yeah. The immortals.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have
Undying?
really
Okay.
met many Pteranodol. I think maybe like one at a party, but they don't interact in polite society a whole lot.
Do they act in impolite society?
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of them porked your dad, so
So true.
I guess your dad porked one of them.
No,
More
no, it was the other way.
Yeah,
around.
You're right. It was
probably the other way.
it was the other way around. That's true. Plunt was absolutely the sub in that relationship.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
So technically, you have a half Pteranodol with you, filthy half breed.
Does that mean they'd like extra kill him if they saw him, or
No, they don't give a fuck.
okay? I wasn't sure.
Pteranodol have no beef with half elves. It happens.
They'd still kill him regardless, though, right?
Being Pappy.
Yeah, they'd kill him.
Yeah. I deserve it.
Well,
Just so you know.
if there are, with any luck, if there are Pteranodol, they've come and gone by the time we get there. They don't tend to hunker down and hang out for very long after they got what they wanted. Had a good few good fights. But if we do come across them, just try to look weak and pathetic. Starving, maybe.
Do they not like picking on somebody not their own size?
They're obsessed with fighting and raiding and so on, but it's not for gold, it's for glory. There's no glory in kicking a beaten dog.
Well, I
Like,
excel in
That's
being
true.
a beaten dog. So,
So
Yeah,
we just need to make
he
sure that
really
we
is
hide
good
and,
at being
like,
pathetic.
Peppy and Dirk are exposed.
Exactly, sure.
No, Dirk
Peppy-
first, I think.
Peppy, you recently just got rid of a leg that wasn't even yours.
Listen,
And brain injury.
listen. I'm
and
fine.
a brain injury. I don't know why you're talking so much
To be honest-
shit to me today. It hurts my feelings.
To be honest, I'd be a bit surprised if... the Pteranodol they can be pretty fucking ruthless. But they're not usually around, raiding settlements that have already got their shit kicked in by Dragonborn and the like. That'd be kind of,
That sound very glorious.
no, it'd be a little easy. So you got to wonder if they are here, what are they up to?
Do you think that if I looked like this, that they would think I was too weak to attack?
You look like a good fucking fight, I'll be honest.
I am green because I am sick.
Maybe if you do that, yeah, maybe if you look really fucked up.
I'm not sure they're really gonna be listening to our conversation before they fight us. Like, oh no, I'm wimpy.
I'm so green
I
and
know.
sick. I'm not usually green.
I know. What if I break your legs? I think that'll help.
I can use my special talent that I have not used because it has not been relevant. It was very good because in Rome it could make people go, whoa, that is cool. So I can vomit on command.
I mean, that would be useful if you ingest poison, I guess. Yeah.
Poison
Wait, does that
not-
mean you could ingest the necrotic dream lily and then immediately throw it up?
I do not think I could do it fast enough. I think it would spread through my body and turn me into a tiny shriveled lump. Like it almost did the other time. I still have 3 of them, by the way.
in case we ever need them.
Or for fun.
Who knows? Who knows?
You never know.
Just for a joke.
I got
Little
this
ha
shit
ha.
tainted with fentanyl. It's like half fentanyl.
Yo, this shit is cut like 70% fent.
took
It's
it
gonna be
once.
great.
I fucking passed out and vomited everywhere.
If we ever
You
get-
shouldn't have this much fentanyl like near you, let alone in you.
You could fucking take out the entire Sharn watch with that shit. All you would have to do is put it on the ground, and then they'd be near it, and they would immediately get a necrotic dream lily reaction from touching it. Flop around on the ground a whole bunch.
But yeah, if we ever have to, I was thinking to poison someone's food,
Sure.
or we fight a large-mouthed monster.
You could have shoved in the T-Rex.
Perfect spiral.
Yeah.
Still good.
Yeah.
Wrap
TB12.
Some T-Rex meat.
TB12.
Open, here comes airplane.
It's an airliner.
Fucking
Laden with explosives.
Vothnak's got fucking Rodney Ratzinger in a master lock, and Gron just trying to shove a fistful of necrotic dream lily down his throat.
Eat your
Oh, this
fucking
hurts
evil
me as
man.
much as it hurts you. Just touching this stuff is awful.
Pull off his hat so he exposes bald spots, send him into a catatonic state, then you can feed him easy.
Could just kill him, but
Could just kill him, but it'd funnier
people,
like this.
people have questions. They
Yeah.
say, oh, he took fentanyl.
Yeah. Makes sense.
What are you gonna do? Dude loves crack. Who doesn't?
So we are going to go further into the bad place.
Yeah, we're not exactly turning around.
I will not return to the south. There's only death that way. So, that place
I
is
mean, we're going.
plagued with the spirit
Wyrmwatch.
of the mockery. I will follow the path to New Throne, and if death greets me there, then let it be by Balinor's hand and not by the mockeries.
I mean-
I think it was still safe there. But
How far are we? Like, is he?
For like a day.
You're like a day and a half out from New Throne.
I turned to the guide.
I think he can make it and without being killed.
I mean, he made it a hell of a lot farther than that. Pitch Wall's a little ways away, so I suppose he's doing all right, all things considered.
Yes.
Does the rod of GPSing send a ping and they go to where it was pinged, or is it only the active where it is at that time, like constantly?
What are you saying to me?
The I forget the actual name because I've labeled it rod of GPSing,
Of
but
course you did.
the rod for House Cannon to tell us where it so we know where the nearest Kenneth Outpost is and for them to see where we're at or something.
I mean, it does both.
But is it like a ping, or is it it needs a constant alarm?
It's sort of like a ping.
Okay.
So it'd just be like a blue.
Because I could do a ping so that they send help here. Actually, they probably turned off our GPS features.
Or they've turned it to
they-
always on.
Yeah, well, possible.
Forgot we had
Well, no, I
that.
think it only works one way, allegedly.
Yeah, you don't know.
Peppy,
But
tell us what
I
you
think
do.
I think they've revoked our AAA roadside assistance feature.
Hey, maybe Peppy can tell if this is like outputting a signal.
Yeah, hey, should we get rid of
Can I
our
touch
cell
it to my
phone that
forehead
we
and
got
tell if I can
from-
feel the 5G or something? Like,
You're
Yeah,
a
does
wizard.
Is this thing giving off 5G? Like detect magic ritually to see if it gives off 5G or something? Or who does detect magic?
sure. Can I do that? I don't know if I have to. I don't have detect magic. I don't think.
Do we not have detect magic?
Pardon?
Doesn't Jane have detect magic?
It's
Is it her?
indeed possible. Let's check the spell list.
That's somebody had it.
That's somebody did, but I don't remember.
Jane does not have detect magic.
Nobody really has detect magic. Why did I think somebody did?
I
Hold on,
swear
let me
to God,
double check
we
my
used it.
sheet.
So the same like.
Did I
sort-
have it on? I think I had it on Glenn's.
Glint?
on the s-
No, Glint didn't
This-
have it. I don't even think paladins can get that.
Wait, no.
No, I have detect magic. I have detect
Oh,
magic.
okay,
I have
well, there
detect
we
magic.
go.
Sorry, I just have not used it in so long. I did not remember it.
What a fucking boob.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're so fucking sorry, eh?
I'm
Huh?
so sorry.
Oh, you're so sorry, eh?
All right, I guess I ritually cast detect magic on it.
All right. It is radiating divination magic, but it is also always radiating divination magic, so it's hard to tell.
Now, can he use his brain smarts? Arcana or something to try and tell.
Does it like intensify when it?
Like how you interface
Or
when
would
you're
it?
tuning to something.
Do you want to activate it and find out?
What we really?
Well, we might be constantly broadcasting. If we activate it to find out, we're definitely broadcasting at least once. So we just don't know. We either take a risk by using it now, or we just throw it away.
I mean, because we can still use it to tell what their nearest Kenneth outpost is.
Yeah.
Theoretically. So that
So-
still could be a nice thing to use.
So you're saying if yeah. So if Peppy activates it, you could tell if it's sending, if it's set to continue sending signals when it's turned off. Question mark.
Yeah,
I'm-
maybe be able to.
I mean, it would be a little hard to tell. Like, if there's no change, then that either means that sending out a signal doesn't cause it to change, or sending out a signal does cause it to change, and it's actively sending out a signal. So it could either be one of these two extremes, so it's kind of hard to tell.
I mean, could he spend time with it as if he was a tuning to try and get a closer look? while doing it?
I would say he could.
Indemnify.
I would say because this is like proprietary Kenneth like hardware that it would be tough to tell, but he could make a check for it
Yeah, well, I guess.
over time. But he would have to spend some time with it.
You just
Okay.
think about it while we're journeying.
I'll carry you on my back.
Look at the. Yeah. Just stare at Vothnak's back with the GPS on it.
Put him in a little baby carrier thing.
Yeah.
Peppy, are you having fun with the rod? Do you want an apple slice?
I'm spinning it in my hand, like the spinny thing, like how people spin those things for parades.
Mm-hmm.
Batons.
I'm doing that. Yeah, baton.
Devil sticks.
But I'm
But
doing
he's-
the thing where you spin it with your hand.
He's baton twirling.
I'm doing this.
Hell yeah.
With the, but
That's
like
very
with my
impressive.
whole hand.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, that is impressive.
Yeah, I
I
have
have
to be
to-
moving in order for it to work. It's just a quirk. I'm a little quirky.
You are a little quirky.
Thank
We
you.
are all quirky.
Is he goated with the sauce?
Goat is good with sauce. My favorite is dog sauce on goat. Yes, that is when you grind a dog into sauce.
I see.
That's
then-
that's
I
What-
didn't imagine it involved grinding the dog.
Yeah, I didn't
but
know the grinding was gonna be part of it.
You have to
Would
make
not have
it
guessed
into
the
a
grinding.
sauce.
I would figure dog meat would be involved.
No, it has to be the entire thing, and then you also add other stuff like
The entire dog ground up.
and a little mayonnaise and an orange peel
An orange peel.
for spice.
Okay.
Orange
course.
trees known to flourish in the badlands of Drone.
That's why they just have the orange peel as an ingredient.
Yet just one orange
Just
peel
one peel.
because cannot reasonably purchase more than one orange.
True.
You eat
So,
the orange
okay,
and use the
ingredients
peel
for
as a
dogs.
spice.
So far, the ingredients for dog sauce are orange peel, ground, whole dog, ground. Is that the ingredients?
Don't forget the mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise! Mayonnaise! Fuck!
And that is most popular version, but it can be substituted. Maybe lime or lemon or cantaloupe, and maybe instead of mayonnaise, ketchup or Chick-fil-A sauce.
Polynesian or honey mussy?
I do not
Don't,
understand.
hey,
musty.
first off, stop that.
Honey
Don't you
mussy.
fucking don't call it that!
Matt, I want you to go
honey
to the
mussy.
Chick-fil-A restaurant and in the drive-thru ask, "Can I get extra honey mussy?"
Chick-fil-A, have some honey mussy.
I'm
Extra honey
hungry.
mussy with my chicken.
I'm a little hungry, boy. I want some honey mussy with my chicken.
With my chicky fingies.
Pull up to the execution window, sir.
You put your head in, it's just a guillotine.
Is there honey mussy in here?
It's like they decide whether or not you go to the car pick up your food, or the put your head through the guillotine window.
You just have
Right.
to comply.
You
Sir,
have to.
Oh yeah.
They put the
Uh,
food in your mouth, so you don't know whether or not it's the guillotine or the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, just continue down the line. At the corner of the building, you'll see there's an arrow that says, "Follow this arrow."
For
If
criminals.
if you are damned to perdition, follow that arrow, please. It'll a few miles down the track, down the hole in the ground. Ignore the fire and the spikes and the laughing imps, sir. Just a few hours down there.
Few hours. Just keep walking, no
Just
matter
keep-
what happens.
If your car breaks down, keep walking. If you fall down, you can't walk. Start crawling, sir.
Start crawling. You must keep going, sir. You don't understand. The fate will be worse if you don't move.
You have 3 options. None of them are good,
None of them are good. You don't want
You
any.
won't like any.
but stopping.
All
is the
because
worst
you
one.
said honey mussy.
Was it worth it, sir?
Yes, it was. To
Sir, was
derail
it
this
worth
so
it?
far, yeah.
Honey
any-
mussy.
in any country.
The fun part about
So yeah,
that
dog
is-
sauce.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try to make T-Rex sauce later.
That sounds more appetizing.
Don't forget the mussy.
Grind up some T-Rex meat.
So the guy, Mr. Loam, sort of looks at you guys and says, "Well,
Mr. Nova.
I would urge you to abandon your course, but I suspect that would be a hopeless endeavor."
Yes, it would not be good.
With Pepe's detect magic, does he sense magic on this man?
He does not.
God.
Although I can't remember if Brainbug does magic. I don't think he shows magic.
There's a very, very faint trace of magic around the Sovereign Host octagram he wears around his neck.
Oh,
But that's it.
I wonder what it does. Or if it's just like an ID.
This is,
It's only real if
what-
it's like giving off magic. I don't know.
What's the thing? The spell focus thing, probably.
Probably.
Oh yeah, crafting focus, divine focus, or what's it called.
You-
Holy symbol.
That's the one.
Figure this guy might know a little something, but like not much, but a little.
This guy might be a priest or something, like he said.
Yeah. Not everybody in the faith can cast magic, but a lot of them can. In EBERRON, at least.
Dude, imagine believing in God and then you can't cast magic.
Oh, no. Not everyone who follows the Lord is cool and can cast spells. Some of us suck.
Some of us suck and can, like, die from normal things.
Can you cast True Resurrection?
Yeah, you asked.
Oh, no.
Raise dead.
I don't know anyone who can do that.
Raise dead?
Also, no.
What about revivification?
No.
Okay.
What can you do?
Damn. No.
I can clean things up a bit. I can stop a person from bleeding out. And I can heal a very small amount of wounds.
Useless. We need very large amounts of wounds.
Peppy,
Well, we have no wounds at this
your
moment.
impression of me is pretty good. Keep on going.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
We don't have any wounds, so thank you. I would say we could use this GPS thing, but it might send people to kill us instead, so
True.
gonna not do that.
Very
Have
well.
fun, Mr. Lom.
We could give you more T-Rex meat or some
I would
dragon watermelon.
I would be delighted to have a little bit of food for the remaining journey.
Oh, yes.
I have come this far. I cannot falter now.
I grab like.
Yeah, how much do you want? Because
Oh, I mean, not that I don't want to have to carry a lot.
Oh, it will be a small amount.
Oh my god.
Just shred it off the bone.
Sweet,
There you go.
merciful Arroweye!
It's about I don't know, watermelon-sized chunk of meat.
Oh, Ladra's eyes! What a piece of meat!
Be careful, there are maybe shards of bone.
Yes, I see them. Quite large and pointed and shrapnel-like. I will make certain not to ingest
avoid
them.
while eating.
It would be humorous if I ate this and one of the pieces of bone stuck straight out of my face like a big pointy nose.
I do not think that would be humorous.
Well! I bless you for your kindness, but I must be away. I dare not return to the south. I shall not.
is there anything? Well, God, no, I don't know.
What?
Is there anything you want that might be retrievable in the burnt town? I feel like we might end up going there.
All
Or anything.
all that could be salvaged I have with me.
Okay.
I doubt there is anything even to identify any longer.
Did they destroy the entire town?
Apparently.
That's my
You
understanding.
said it's just bone and ash.
Did
To
they
shreds, you
use-
say?
Was it in blood or did they use bombs?
They
Well, they
used...
put pitch in the walls.
It was merely themselves, with brutality, torches and blades.
Oh. That
Did
is-
they have any? Just as a curiosity, did they have any? Was it just lizard folk and dragonborn, or were they like beasts or something, like behemoths?
I know not if they
Giant.
were spells or creations of the Conqueror that I do not understand, but some of them traveled with these moving swarms of knives which flitted about the air.
Oh, that is
Yes, like
Like a living.
like
skeleton
clouds of
with-
mosquitoes, except instead of mosquitoes, knives.
Yeah, the cloud of whatever that spell is. But moving? That spell move?
That sounds like a living spell.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. I don't know. Peppy's the mage. I don't know these things.
I do not know. Magic, am I right?
Yeah. A high five off there.
Well, I'm afraid that's all I know. I don't have much information. I only know what I saw, what I heard. But if you are truly determined to go into that damned place, may the sovereign host give you fortune and strength on your journey.
You.
Well, yeah, YouTube. Thanks, YouTube.
Oh, I know. May daughters of Sorakel protect you.
See, makes this face.
Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Not a
for
fan.
his I didn't do that for the people he liked.
I'm not Silver Flame, but even still, I am a little frightened of the hag trio.
They mean well.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Mean well. Trust they are infallible.
Okay, I'm starting to take your word for it
They
less.
are infallible. They do no wrong.
I'm not sure I consider you an authority on the subject any longer.
Well, you know, everyone has their opinion. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you for not
luck.
letting me die in the woods.
Good luck. Hopefully we see you later alive. Both of us.
Yes. If you return to New Throne, and I see you, that would be cool. Alright, bye.
Bye, Mr. Lone.
We love you.
I love you too.
Hey, I love you.
It's a good idea.
And
See, if we love him, then he'll like tell us more in the future.
he departs into the jungle.
Is he welcomed?
Here's an idea.
Again?
Adventuring party makes it like a thing, makes it a habit to say "I love you" to most people they talk to, and they're so important and world changing that it becomes like an expected thing in most places to say "I love you" as like a greeting or parting with just a random person. And the world is
Massively devalues the concept of love. EBERRON Hallmark goes out of business.
better. But
Damn,
here's the
that
thing:
sucks.
now we have love too.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's a reference. We go through the jungle.
Right.
And we
Well,
say,
I
welcome.
suppose that was informative. You still want to go through where all the soldiers are, right?
Yes.
God, you are sick fucks. All right.
No.
Continue on the journey.
Are we paying him?
What?
How much are we paying him again?
You know what? I want more.
Okay.
Hey, look, you're gonna recoup on those provisions we're not using.
You know, an extra 10 gold, and we'll call it.
Look, you're recouping money on the provisions we are not consuming from all this T-Rex meat we got.
You were making me go into the most dangerous part of Kabara currently.
You signed the contract, buddy.
Oh, it's fine. I'll give him fucking.
Hey, no. We didn't haggle. You already got overpaid, buddy.
That's true. Alright, fair enough. He starts to lean you back to the jungle again. Got me there.
This party hemorrhaging funds at every fucking.
We're
Can't-
also hemorrhaging.
Can't blame me
fun
for trying.
In a good way.
Bird
Your
is
mic there.
muted.
Hemorrhaging fun? I don't think
Yeah.
that's a good trait.
No. You understand? The fun is also being replenished. We're sharing the fun.
Okay, we're leaking fun into the surrounding environment.
Speaking
We
of
still
fun,
have the rum, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All of it.
Can
Yeah, I don't think you've
Yo.
drunk any of it.
can Pee-Pee detect anything unusual that's on us or around us with this detect magic? Just happens. Nothing?
Yeah, quick scan since he got it.
Nothing, nothing strikes you as out of the ordinary during the time that it's up.
What is brain?
Just the stuff that you normally sense on everybody, all their magic items and shit.
He looks at his own brain. He sees there's a worm on it.
Does a mirror count for looking at something for detect magic?
Huh?
If you look at something through a mirror, does it count as looking at the object for detect magic?
If it's within 30 feet still.
Okay. I go say jungle.
The rest of the day passes relatively uneventfully. You see a leopard at one point, and you're like, "Ooh, goddamn!" And the leopard's like, "I'm not gonna attack that many people. I'm not fucking stupid." And then you see another leopard, and it's got snakes growing out of its back, and you're like, "Damn, that's a different kind of leopard."
I forget what that's called.
Commodon?
This is a pressure. That's the one.
You're like, "Look at that Commodon.
God.
Look at that Commodon." And it looks at you, and it's like, "I'm not gonna attack that many people. I'm not fucking stupid."
I feel like every time a wild animal shows up and doesn't attack us, Bob Knight's like, man,
You see,
man, no food.
yeah, we usually have a bit more problem with wildlife, but there's a lot of you and you're huge, so it's actually working out.
Yeah.
Smells the T-Rex on us.
Don't even need to.
And then the night drops down with a thunderous crash like that bit in SpongeBob.
Yes. I meal.
Now, Peppy,
Yes.
you've been trying to look at that rod.
I'm staring at it, man.
Make an Arcana check. The DC is stiff, but perhaps you can...
Arcana! 21!
That... The DC was 20, okay.
Yes!
Did it? He's so smart.
You're the smartest boy in the world.
You had +9. You had a good
Spotted
chance anyways.
boy.
So true.
It looks like there is a setting to sort of like ping. It looks like there's a way that sort of divination could be sent out to ping a nearby Cannith center that would attract you to it. However, based on the design and the construction and like just the way that the runes are written, as you're sort of like almost like half taking it apart just to look at how it works, you gather that it is always broadcasting your location and probably always has been.
That's going in the
Yeah,
jungle.
yeah, guys, this has been... They know exactly where we're at.
Oh,
We
that is
forgot to
not
turn our
good.
cell phone off.
They've been
Yeah.
they gave you a company phone and were like, here's the company phone, and they just fucking have been tracking that bitch the whole goddamn time.
Yeah,
So this does
that's
explain
not
how they
good.
know where we've been.
where?
Probably should remember we had this for a while, huh?
Yes, I
Damn.
forgot about it. We should. Where should we throw it away?
We should give it to some kind of creature so that it continues moving in a weird pattern.
We should sell it to a guy we hate.
Okay, that's our quest for the rest
We
of the
could
night.
sell it.
We have to find
could
it.
Sell it.
What would anyone want it for?
I don't know.
Lie to them
stick.
about what it is.
Say, hey,
This
will
is
make
the
it so that-
ultimate luck. Hold on. I could cast distort value on it and be like, this is a luck stick. Listen, detect magic on it. It's divination or whatever the fuck, right? So it has like magical powers for you.
Gotta find somebody who's traveling.
You just missed your
And,
shot.
I mean, it's
Fuck,
still
you're
it's
right.
Still a magic.
We
like,
find him again. Hey, can you take this stick?
We just we offer it to someone like, hey, if you're going into the jungle, this will always let you find civilization.
Yeah, Kenneth, look. Boom.
Is that a problem for you? No. Will they shoot you if you have it? Maybe.
Why'd you ask that? That's a weird question.
I'm
to
not
ask.
sure if they know it's if they label them, like if it says like this is the fucking the goofball group, then yeah, they're gonna shoot you.
We'll feed it to a giant eel.
They don't move much, I don't think. Do
That's
they?
they'll think we moved to the bottom of the ocean, directly outside of New Throne, or we
Yeah,
could just dump it in the
good,
jungle. If we just dump it in the jungle,
Hey.
they might think we got killed.
I think the GPS route is right next to where that mirror went. It's a weird coincidence.
Funny, right?
We really did just bust over that mirror and fuck up that dude's leg, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, he deserves
His
it.
leg is fine.
His leg is fine.
No, his life.
fix
They
it.
fucked up his life.
His life's fine too.
That's irreparable. Can't really do that.
If we find him
The
again,
more
we'll fix him.
the more we interfere with a man's life, the worse it'll end up being.
We could also
just one of those
just-
things. It's the reason God doesn't interfere so much with the world, because every time he does, he's like, okay, I'm gonna oh shit.
Oh, I fucked up, man. I gave him tailbones, no tail.
I do that. Oh, let me just rip the
It's just that the dials are really sensitive, and he's got big hands, so he's like, oh fuck, there's like a
He's got
drought.
fucking King Charles fingers.
There's a drought. Hold on a second, let me just fuck. I flooded the planet. Oh shit. At least we got that guy with a boat, I guess.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
they'll-
Shit.
I'm leaving it out. They'll figure it out. Like, just stop asking me for things. I can't. Man.
These dinosaurs have been doing stuff for a long time. Let me just, I really like them. I'm gonna give them like a shooting star as a. Fuck! I pressed that button way too hard. I pressed that button way too. Oh no 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 no!
I like these little reptile things.
I want to give them a light show. No 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 no!
No,
Wait,
I put
wait.
an extra zero there.
No, the Yucatan! Oh, what an explosion!
Did he name it before that?
Yeah, the Yucatan was already named. But little known fact, the Yucatan Peninsula is the only
It's named by
location
God.
specifically named by God himself.
Yeah, God
I
himself.
was waiting for the lizards to name it, but they didn't seem to really care. So.
They kept naming it like, and he was like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's not anywhere near right, guys. Like, I wanted to meet you halfway on this, but come on.
Anyways, it's nighttime.
As we
The
see
next time we see a little creature.
I recruit Dirk to be my chef assistant.
He is good with a knife. Maybe not the way you want it, but he's okay with it.
Bloody.
Stab the meat.
Please, you are supposed to chop the garlic. You are not supposed to shank the garlic.
He's
Why
got,
did
He
you
does
hire
not know how
me
to
for
cut.
this?
He only stabs.
he's like, oh, okay, let me see the garlic, and he's like made them into like little snortable lines.
Very finely diced.
You wanted this on a mirror, right?
You said cut it.
Thanks to Dirk's assistance, I succeeded in all 3 rolls.
I'm gonna say you rolled a 2.
Everybody gets a D10 well-fed die.
Yay!
I forget
Which
how
mean-
that's like a luck bonus thing, right? Or whatever.
You can add it to any check, attack, or save you make in the day once.
Okay.
Dirk, can you cut the tomatoes? He's just stuffing sawdust and fentanyl in there.
You have misunderstood what I said, and in doing so created a humorous situation.
I also think I made a tasty situation.
I think Vothnak would still add that tomato to the pot.
Of course I will. It's not gonna. Why not spice it up?
Yum,
He
yum,
takes
yum,
a
yum,
little
yum.
nibble. He takes a little nibble. He goes, "Woo!" So, alright, yeah.
He says, awooga, is that sawdust?
And fentanyl?
Is that sawdust and fentanyl?
My favorites!
So I have a Heward's handy spice pouch. Does fentanyl count as a non-magical spice?
Nah, it's magical, man.
I think it's quite magical.
You're right.
Cocaine not. Okay. Remember that, or I'll hurt you.
Remember that or I'll hurt you.
Because your tum-tums are so full of fentanyl. Yummy.
It's time for the ambience.
Yeah. And now,
Oh, I forgot to. That reminds me.
Yeah.
Forgot to do my ambient jungle sounds.
Oh, right, hold on. Fuck, didn't mean to do that.
Back in the jungle.
He's back in the
Oh, Wafna. I am Wafna, and I am sleeping in the jungle.
Sylvie's also in the jungle. It's just nighttime. You can't tell.
We're gathered around the candle for warmth
Yeah.
and light. On to pitch Wyrmwatch. Pitch wash.
So, you all go to sleep. But do you take watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wyrmwatch.
Wow! That was funny, bro!
I'm laughing.
I
I'm
thought it fucking sucked.
What? No.
Sucked. Cool.
Huh?
Sucked epic.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
Okay,
good.
man's actually in the jungle. I love it.
Yeah, it's really. I can feel the humidity. So we don't fucking.
Oh,
kiss
you
the
caught
main-
malaria, KMS. You caught malaria.
Rats.
Oh, you know they say
Darn.
malaria is hilarious.
You forgot to take the malaria prevention medicine.
It's fine. It's fine.
You guys all have, like, your regular ass tents, and fucking, Leroy is getting into his one with the big ass mosquito nets on it.
What's the con save to not get malaria? What's the DC?
It's high.
Alright, let's see. I got a natural 1. Plus 10.
You have malaria.
Oh,
Add
fuck.
the well-fed die. Add the well-fed die.
I don't fucking care. Malaria's not gonna hurt me.
Malaria can't hurt him, actually.
True, it only affects humans.
Malaria is actually good for trolls. They like it.
It's fun.
Die.
Well, what does malaria actually do to you?
Makes you die, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I forget. I'm
bad.
sure I knew at some point and then forgot because it's not usually, it doesn't come up often in my life.
Okay, racist.
Hopefully, Dirk, roll your perception.
Oh yeah,
You were
Dirk's
right.
first. Dirk!
22.
22, you say? Wow. Nothing happens. Alright,
It's my turn. It's my turn.
yeah, it's Grunt's turn.
Wow, another great roll. 14.
14. Nothing happens. Jane.
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 16.
Nothing happens. You wake up. Alright.
Oh,
The
I am
King
well
James
fed.
Bible.
It's true. She's in the Bible.
It is the third day of travel here through the jungle.
So true.
And your guide says, alright, well. So, today we're going to be getting a lot closer to the Clanode and Garodja and all that. So, chances are we're going to run into, we might run into some folk. So, be on your stealthiest behavior today. Because I really do not look forward to having my head put on a spike by the fucking Conqueror.
I will not be seen.
I'll make sure to look extra pathetic today.
Well, if we run into the Tanador, that'll work, yeah. If we run into the Dragonborn, I'm not sure that it'll work.
I just like looking
think,
pathetic.
I think maybe if you look pathetic to the Dragonborn, they might attack you even more gleefully.
I mean, I think they're gonna attack either way, so it's better we just look pathetic.
Okay.
I suppose just maintain the pathetic thing because it's not going to hurt either way.
True.
Right, let's go on. And then he like slumps his shoulders and goes, it starts like carving through the underbrush.
I mean, you know, Peppy could seeming us to look like fucking ghouls. Little stupid wimpy, but that's further out, right? With the Terranor.
They're supposedly, like, in the region of Wyrmwatch, like, that kind of area. Supposedly. You don't know. That's just what you've heard.
So we don't gotta do it today. We got time.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, the journey begins. The jungle has not let up in its density. You've yet to come across anything that resembles even the trappings of some kind of civilization. Until maybe about halfway through this day, where you start to find evidence of forces moving in great number. Spots where the foliage have been carved away to make passage for large groups. The plant life all trampled underfoot by heavy soldiered boots. You're not seeing...
At that. They cleared a path for us.
They cleared a
How
path,
nice.
sure. You don't see any evidence of battle, at least not right away in where you're traveling. And you still don't see any structures or anything like that. But you're definitely seeing the passage of armies. And now you know you're, well, you're starting to creep through the battlefields here. Along the warpath. Those birds are fucking nuts, Sophie. That is so
really
loud.
crazy.
Yeah, I was just about to say, can we shoot those birds? They're on a...
Shut your fucking window.
They're fine. They're fine. Jeez.
They are very loud.
They're like louder than me.
They are louder than him.
They still get through that. They like it. They sound like people.
No, they sound like birds.
No, they're people.
So, somebody give me a funny dice.
Define funny.
1.
That'd be
One.
fun. Did you roll that or did you just say?
Yeah, I
it?
rolled 1.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
I hope it's the T-Rex, but he's bigger and has a gun.
He's bigger and stronger.
If
and
you ever,
faster.
that's how they do scaling. In a lot of published adventures, it's like, you know, you got 4 players this, you got 5 players this, you got 6 players, just make him bigger and give him a gun.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty good. It's because guns are cool on a dinosaur.
Yeah, if a dinosaur have a gun, you think, cool, nice.
I think you could
That's
give
me
him
every
a
day,
cannon.
man.
What?
I don't
Give him a cannon.
everything's canon.
Yeah.
No, give the T-Rex a
No,
cannon.
everything's canon, bro. Anyways, why would I give the T-Rex the biblical canon? Are you gonna tell me about
It's about worshiper.
the Dead Sea Scrolls? I don't know. All right.
That's what I say. I say when I hear about the new Star Wars and I ask, is it canon?
Sure.
He's been killed.
You just
by
not finish
people
the
who-
joke.
No, that's it. Did it cut out? I said I.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's the joke.
Tight. All right. So, as you're walking, there comes a point where you begin to hear something. And you've been hearing a lot of things. It's very noisy in the jungle. There's a lot of bird song, bug song, the sounds of strange creatures moving in the brush, the distant sounds of roars and odd wings beating overhead and things you can't quite place. Not to mention the constant sort of humming and slashing of the animate machete that your guide has been using.
You can animate it.
Yeah, I said last time, it floats. Sort of goes in front of him.
That's smart.
But you begin to hear something else. First, you're wondering if it's some strange thunder far off, but it's too regular, too rhythmic. And you begin to realize it's not thunder, it's not a weird staccato earthquake. As the ground begins to shake, no, it is the marching of many, many armored feet.
Nico, I guess.
And it is getting louder and louder and louder.
Let's fail this now. Let's.
And your guide says, "Fuck!"
I'm rolling still. Here I go.
I'm too sneaky. Sneakifier time.
Now, this is going to be a rare time when I ask you this. Where are you hiding?
Okay, well, we're on. So we're
In
just in the
the
middle of
best
the jungle.
spot.
We hear them coming up. Is
Are
there
we
any?
on the warpath?
You're not, like, on an immediate, like warpath path. You're not seeing, like, the tramped foot. But you can sense that they're coming this way, so I guess they're cutting through a new path or something, because they're about to be upon you.
I suppose we'll move to the side and hide in some brush, as they call it.
I asked the guy. I tried to quickly ask the guy,
Oi.
like more what looks like more impassable terrain that you wouldn't try to cut through, kind of thing, because that's where we could hide and not have them slash through us as they clear a path. You know.
I'll make a survival check for him.
What looks like it? Like, is there a fallen tree that they not give a fuck, like not bother, or something? I don't know.
He sort of scuttles around for a moment, like, oh, fuck. All right, over here. And he waves you over, and you can see there's a bit of, like rocks peeking through the soil that are sort of bordered up next to this large tree. And this tree has sort of like a root well that you looks like you guys could sort of stuff yourselves down into. And he says, probably won't go tramping over that rocky bit to just be a little bit more complicated, so maybe we could duck into this little divot here. It's gonna be a tight squeeze with all of us.
Just like Lord of the Rings.
Just like Lord of the Rings.
I love that movie.
Don't put a fucking ring on.
But it's so tempting. Get that rusty.
So you can all kind of fit in there, but it is like you are fucking pressed into each other to do so. It is the busiest day on the subway.
Who the fuck give it? Peppy, rope trick.
Oh, yeah. Trick.
Peppy.
I use rope trick.
They're not gonna fucking look for a magic thing in a hole of a tree. Like what?
All right.
Finally, I can use rope trick. I got this years ago.
You cast rope trick, and there's enough room for all of you. So you climb up the rope and into the extra-dimensional space.
I do.
I'm gonna pull in that rope behind us.
All right. And you are now...
Wait, how long does rope trick last again? Like an hour?
It's an hour, so it's a while.
Oh yeah, we're fucking good. We're set.
You clamber up into this dark, enclosed space, viewing the world only through this 3x5 window that just sort of looks down back onto the jungle floor from above, like a bird's eye view of the area that you were just standing. And you... I feel like I kind of doubt that you can hear. But not too long after you climb up there, maybe less than a minute, you start to see figures moving past. Dragonborn. Soldiers in heavy mail and plate and like bone armor. Some of it looks scavenged, some of it looks old, but all of it looks pretty sturdy. Not quite a fixed uniform, but all sort of mapping to the same sort of dark blue design. A lot of them been splashed with paint to that effect. And they are armed and armored with some seriously fearsome-looking weaponry. Just from your like layman's point of view, you know, having you've probably bought a lot of weapons in your life, you've seen a lot of good shit. The weapons that these Dragonborn soldiers are carrying, all of them are superlative. These are honed to perfection. And it's noteworthy. You're not used to seeing an army so well equipped.
Are any of them wearing plate armor?
Some of them are wearing plate armor, yes.
I grab that singular guy and pull him in.
Get over here!
They say that man was chosen by God to dissipate.
I get my crab-eating tools.
Grab that boy out of here!
Sounds
can also
like,
see-
the Lingering Light secured some funding
You can
from their sponsor.
you can see in a smaller numbers. You also see lizard folk.
I know that one.
Pale scaled and scarred. Most of them dressed pretty tribally in bones and furs and garb made out of the various plant life and vine fronds and so forth. They don't look quite as frightening. Many of them have weapons that are well made, but they don't look quite as like heavily equipped. But a lot of them are carrying what look like pouches of probably components or staves or wands that look like they've made themselves or something, and you gather that the Lingering Light may be bringing some of the arcane firepower to this little alliance.
How many people are here?
You've been watching these guys march for a little while, and you've seen probably, like, maybe a few hundred people march by already.
Damn, that's a big army.
Jesus Christ.
Man, we would have really been in trouble if we tried to fight them,
We
huh?
would have won the fight, of course, but that's...
Oh yeah, we would have won the fight. It would have been perfect, but like...
Yeah.
In addition, not many, but a few, clouds of whirling blades are moving along with them. Just drifting alongside them like allied clouds of bugs. It's strange. None of them seem bothered by it. It's just they're part of the formation. They're moving along.
I don't like it. However,
and I would say, you would notice that some of these Dragonborn who are moving along, who look like maybe they're a little more built up, like they might be in positions of leadership in this little military structure, some of them have these long blades that, or other weapons for that matter, made out of this kind of glossy crimson metal that you've never seen before.
what is this, Terraria?
Yep, that's what it is.
So they have resistance to fire damage. Or maybe even...
And all blue. All these Dragonborn are blue. Every one.
That's fucked up. That looked like a cool color scheme. That the blue with the red armor. Regular like gold trim.
Um,
Fuck.
Gold trim, dragon armor. There weren't dragon armor.
They are, yeah, they're all blue dragonborn. I think this wouldn't be like massively like unknown information, but the chromatic dragonborn that make up the population of dragonborn for the most part in Kabara their clans are separated by color. So the Stormhorn clan is the blue clan.
So that's a
Shouldn't-
Stormhorn.
It shouldn't be like that, man.
They're storm.
I mean, they're not. It's not like they just live in there like the Vienna of fucking Dragonborn is Karashan, where they all sort of interact and live in their own quarters and so forth. But they have their own separate clan holds across the jungle, and this is the blue one.
Stormhorn is called that because blue dragons have horns.
That's right.
Flamebrow. Do red dragons
Fiery
have-
eyebrows.
I was thinking maybe just a prodigious brow in general, but
It's possible.
that would work too. Okay, I'm game. I'm
Yeah.
like, fucking Jesus Christ. This thing. Walk past it.
Oh, that is a lot of people.
I think we could take them.
It reminds me of the last war. I was in a line like this. Then we went to a Borba village and killed the people in it. So I wonder if they are going to move home.
I mean, are they heading the direction we were heading?
They are not. They look like they are heading west to east. You are heading sort of
They're going
south.
They're going to Garadia.
Looks like probably they're going to Garaja.
We're going home. Okay.
They're going to their new house to pay respects to their new leader. They love so much.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just roll
Are
a
there-
dice here just for fun.
Are there any blue dragons in the in chains or like? Do they
No.
take prisoners? Really?
You actually, I would say that you probably have seen some blue dragonborn that they are transporting as POWs. Not a ton, it looks like, but there are definitely some beaten down individuals that they're dragging along on like sort of links of chain linking multiple guys together.
Another kind of dragon born.
Ooh. No dragons. But some dragonborn. And I would probably say some lizard folk and other races as well. Some humans, some dwarves. Mostly dragonborn, but a couple others mixed in there.
Guys, I got an idea. What if we set a fire and tried to talk to one of them?
We set a fire.
Fire.
In the
Or
rainforest?
dominance? Like,
Fireball.
oh, fireball?
Use a fireball.
I mean, how many could he get out of? But they said they were like around 100 or more than 100.
There were more than 100. There were a few hundred that walked by you, and they are still walking by you.
Well, you could probably take them.
It seems like a very large chunk of forces are moving this way at this moment.
We could take it. We could take it.
Maybe we should wait and kill them all later.
Alright. Yeah, give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Count your blessings, Dragonborn, for today the Peanut Butter Club has chosen not to kill you effortlessly.
And it would be
say
effortless.
Unable to hear them or for them to hear us.
Now, during the course of this, as they're moving along, you've not seen anybody that you would peg immediately as like, oh, that's like Mishva or something, or another person who looks like they're in like a massive, like major leadership role. You've seen some what look like maybe captains or something like that, but
Basically schmucks.
Well, I mean, you know, like leaders of
Captains
of,
are schmucks.
Sure. But like, you know, people in leadership, you've seen some people in leadership positions, but you haven't seen anybody in like leadership positions. However, as you sense that you're getting to the end of the I don't know, battalion or whatever the fuck moving past, you can see towards the back of the group is a larger contingent of those lingering light lizard folk that are carrying a sort of what's it called? The fucking throne that you carry. It's got a name, but I don't remember.
Palanquin.
Palanquin. Yeah, thank you.
Palanquin?
Palanquin. Made out of branches and so forth. And there is a much more heavily ornamented lizard folk, draped in bones and strange jungle jewelry, who is sort of like stooped and elderly and clutching onto this gnarled staff that looks like it's made out of some kind of like swamp plant or like swamp tree. And he's sort of hunched, and you can see his eyes are milky. And as
Normal. He put milk in his eyes.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
he must have
as-
met Spider-Man 3.
As this moves past, he just slowly turns his head, and with those blind eyes looks right at the invisible entrance to the rope trick.
Uh-oh.
I don't believe that. I thought
He's
fuck, I thought-
blind. How
I
can
thought
he
the
see
entrance-
something invisible?
I thought the entrance was in the tree divot. No? Mm.
Yeah, I thought we were in. Yeah, we did it in the divot, but it was fine.
Um,
I don't think we would have seen anything then.
yeah, then you would have just seen the trees. Either way, it seems like he looks right at it, and then turns his head and just looks back forward again. So it's like, you get a sense that he might have seen it, but didn't care, or maybe didn't know what it was, or maybe there's something else going on, it's not clear, but whoever that was definitely saw you, or at least saw
If you s-
the entrance.
If you see a rope trick, do you see through it?
I think you just
Or
see
you
the
just
end.
see
I
the-
believe you just see the entrance.
Okay. I'm unsure if he just sees us like looking down.
A bunch of
Also,
fucking assholes peeking through the window.
It might depend on like the angle.
Like,
It'd be like a trap door essentially through space.
Yeah.
If it's too low, you would see it but not see through it.
you just see the entrance covered.
Maybe he saw you. Maybe he didn't. It's not clear.
We'll never know.
He's
Either
a
way-
magic man.
Either way, he clearly reacted to its presence, but clearly took no action, and nobody else seemed to notice.
It could be that he just saw some magic shit and was like,
Could be.
I do not care. We
Could
need
be.
to move. That could be anything. It's probably some dude's porn stash.
Yeah.
You also could have just seen a cool bug directly behind
Yeah.
the entrance.
Yeah, he could have seen a really fucking cool
Nah,
bug.
you got the sense he was looking at you. But at the very least, not knowing who that is, or and fortunately not running into any trouble as a result of it, you now know something about this blind guy. So if you run into him anymore, you know that he's despite his condition, he's quite aware of things, it seems.
And the lingering light guys were carrying him, right? And he
Yes.
was lizard folk.
He was also lingering light. Looked like he was in some position of authority.
Okay.
And there towards the back of the path, there's only a few more ranks of Dragonborn soldiers before they start to move away from view. In not too long, they're gone from your sight.
Yeah, now wait another minute. Here's some guys.
Okay, I think we can go. I can use my eyes.
You see your guide is like this.
I don't
see
need
very
binoculars to
detailed.
see that.
I really didn't want to go this fucking way, and I'm starting to.
It's okay. You have the peanut butter club.
Yeah, could you have stopped that?
No, but we hid very well.
Fucking lizard folk, I swear he was looking right at me. I swear he was looking straight through my fucking soul.
Yes.
He
I saw that too.
he probably was. He's a magic guy.
Oh,
Blind,
perfect.
Probably magic sight.
Yes.
Fuck this.
But,
It's fine. We're going a different route than them. We're not going to Castle Garadia, you know.
I should fucking think not.
I heard they
If you asked me to go to Casa Garudja, I'd fucking go home, leave you here.
Oh, I just remembered. So, to explain the joke before, see in Spider-Man 3, the titular character Spider-Man 3, he says, "I'll put dirt in your eye." I sort of switch that around and put milk in your eye.
I'm gonna squirt milk at you. Is my threat.
Anyway, let's not dwell on this. You know,
It's not. It's
So-
not a reference.
it's sort of it's a sort of a twisted sick reference. Anyway,
So, now if you go that way, you maybe you will run into them again. So we have to keep on going.
Yeah, we have to get going this way. Or do you want to? I mean, you can follow them if you want, but
I
they
don't
look
plan
pretty nice.
to. Thing is, that was a lot of Dragonborn. But I didn't say no fucking mishvar, so I can reckon that's probably not the only group they've got moving through these parts.
Yes. But we can make a hole,
I pointed at the hole we're in.
so we are okay.
Well, I suppose if we run into anybody again, we know to do that.
No,
Let's get a fucking move on.
Go. A journey onward.
Descend.
I gingerly climb out down the rope, and I see if they created a giant pitfall below the rope. While we weren't looking.
They did not.
Oh dang.
I do not fall and explode.
Leroy alights on the jungle floor once again, and you begin to traverse
Yes.
southwest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
If we keep pushing a little ways into the night, tonight, then by probably close to night time tomorrow, we should be at Wyrmwatch, if that's still where we're going.
Yes.
Right. Then we're more than halfway through this journey then. And it's been not too bad since the T-Rex, to be honest. Excuse me, the sword-toothed titan. I don't know what a T-Rex is.
It's a
Oh.
teeth rex.
In Rome they call
It's got
it.
the biggest teeth.
Yes. Actually, every culture on EBERRON, except for the Talenta people, they have a name for it that just so happens to be shortened to T-Rex.
The Talenta Rex.
Teeth rex.
And
I think teeth rex.
yeah, Teeth Rex is from where? From Sharn.
Okay,
And
let's go.
also in Rome they call it Teeth.
Call it teeth rex because it's the king of teeth. It's got big teeth. Makes
Do
sense.
we,
The party continues.
do we roll for a fight?
Yeah, I want to kill something.
I want to. Yeah, if we don't kill something soon, I'm gonna kill Peppy.
Okay.
I was gonna say that.
Everybody's on the same page.
Alright, you swing one side, I'll swing the other so he can't get out.
Fortunately,
You sit in front of him and I'll push him.
you have no further trials on this day.
Alright.
You get behind him and I'll push. Watch time.
watch time.
Yay!
Now, first up is Dirk.
I'm going to
Oh.
also cook.
Oh, yeah, Dirk.
Look, we have Dirk's sheet today. Isn't that crazy? So you know what his bonus is.
Yes, you do.
And I'm going to
Cook. I'm going to use a bonus. I use a well-fed die on my cooking roll.
What a fucking sicko.
Whoa.
I might.
Sicko mode. I mean,
That's
there's
right.
no reason not to because it expires after the day ends, right?
That's right.
Well,
I
there's
might-
maybe a reason not to, but probably not.
I might not need to use it, to be honest, because I have Dirk helping me, but I'll... Okay, I'll use it. But actually, wait. Yeah, I could succeed if I get a 10 on this roll.
Where's the goddamn D10?
Now, realistically, this being the Kabaran jungle, there should probably be way more encounters, but I don't want to do that, so...
Yeah, I blunderstand.
Don't worry, we're thinky like T-Rex now. They won't hurt us.
So that's 2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I put together a very, very nice feast of T-Rex and me and Dirk. T-Rex covered in T-Rex sauce.
a little bit of ground up T-Rex. Yum, yum, yum.
With a side of T-Rex.
Side of T-Rex.
And a
Well,
bit of
side
dog,
actually-
a bit of dog sauce that you've just had for a while.
Yeah, I just had some dog sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
it's
doesn't-
been
you
a
get-
pack.
Emergency.
I have emergency dog sauce for dog sauce emergencies.
And some watermelon on the side.
Whose dog was that?
What? Oh, it was a dog?
Who's? Like a wild dog?
It was
I do
Boudon.
Oh no!
Well, I found a dog, and then it was sauce.
I don't think Boudon will make a good sauce. He'd be way too fatty.
It wouldn't really work that well. I think he could be used for maybe. You could use him. I think he'd be an ingredient in a sort of sauce-like thing.
I think Boudon is basically like veal.
Marinade.
Boudon
And
is
I-
it has no meat, is just fat.
Like,
and maybe a
he
nice.
doesn't move. He
Basically
gets over fat,
inedible.
Like, it's you know it's very
Maybe that-
calorie dense.
I think we could actually maybe take the flavor, the thickness, and use it to our advantage. With maybe a nice Boudon reduction. Really, almost solid, but
Yeah.
not quite. And the meal is quite good, quite great.
I think it would make a pretty good ration. It's so calorie dense.
I'm gonna change this. Everybody gets. You're gonna love this. And everybody gets a D8 well-fed die, and 1d6 temp HP from the meal.
Yay!
Get my D6.
And
The
then I'll roll Dirk's-
previous die goes away, right?
Yes, it does.
Alright.
Do I roll the d6 of temp?
Yeah, I mean, actually, you know what? That's not practical. I'm gonna have to remind everyone every time I do it. I'll roll it. No, just put it down there. Everyone gets 3 temp HP.
Wow!
Yay!
And let me open up Dirk's sheet here.
Okay. So first watch is Dirk. So you're up. Dirk and 19.
Oh my.
He's so good at this. Got a plus 10. Not a great result, even with advantage, but 14.
14. Seems okay. Now it's Gron's turn. With advantage.
19.
That's much better. Grand.
Me?
In the dead of night,
What?
you begin to hear movement on the outer perimeter of the camp.
Oh. Who told it?
Booed on it.
Doggy. The dog's here?
He followed
I
you.
don't think we...
Here, boy. Don't mind that sauce. Don't worry about that.
Where is the dog? I forget.
Does Zan have him?
Did you give him with... Is he on the boat? Does Tar have him? Where's Boudon?
I suppose he must be on the boat. He's a nautical
Yeah, I
dog.
don't
You didn't just
know.
leave him in the apartment to die, did you? I don't remember.
No.
He be a
Couldn't
sea
be.
dog now.
You
I
are.
guess so.
Salty.
He's eating hardtack now.
He's eating fucking hardtack.
He's
I
out
guess
there.
that's where he... I guess we're just gonna say that's where he is then, because I don't know what
I
happened to
don't
him.
think- I don't. That or Jane brought him, but I don't think she bring him.
Is he in the purse with Milu then? Is Boudon with the fucking party? You purse dog now?
Schrodinger's Boudon.
Schrodinger's Boudon. Ooh. But yeah, you do hear what sounds like figures or something or creatures moving in the underbrush. You just hear the snapping of branches and movement and so forth.
I say going ghost as I don my armor. And
That's gonna take a... Oh, no, it isn't gonna take a while. I
the
keep forgetting you have
Yeah.
the ring, yeah. It pops on like the Iron Man suit in the bad ones.
also in the good ones. Wait, are the bad ones all of them? Because I think it does it in all of them, doesn't it?
Yeah, it pops
know.
on... You know what? It pops on like the
I
Iron
never
Man
saw the
suit...
Iron Man
It
movies,
pops
I'll
on
be
like the
honest.
Iron Man suit in the good ones when it came on in pieces instead of being a CGI dissolve effect.
Okay. Yeah. But
Then I notify 19 and I say, hey, maybe you tried to wake people up. Let me go check. And I traipse over like, hey, what's going on over here?
19 says, oh my god, and he runs over, he starts slapping everybody awake. There are people out there, there's intruders in the woods maybe, oh my god.
And I wander over like, hey, what's going on over there?
You just like barge towards it like, hey fuckers!
yeah, they're scared. I look big like a bear.
I look big like a bear. Alright, so Grand walks into the dark doing this with his hands over his head. Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
I'm like just waking up, and the only thing I'm aware of is Grand waving his arms like a wacky waving inflatable arm floating tube man. Middle of the night.
He goes,
I think I would. I think I would. 17.
17. What languages do you speak?
Common, orc, goblin, halfling.
Okay. You hear...
So this is lizard or
You hear...
elf.
and then you hear somebody say and then they
I
just
go,
and then you hear like running footsteps away from you. Like several figures.
That wasn't Goblin, was it?
It was not.
It wasn't Dragon, was it? Draconic, I mean.
Do you speak
It might
that?
have been Draconic.
I think Peppy speaks Draconic, right?
Yes, I do.
I don't know if 19 slapped him awake and
Uh,
hear it.
Okay, then you did hear one voice say, "Holy fucking shit, what the fuck is that?" And somebody else saying, "I don't care about this. We're going back to the group. Fuck this."
He just saw the fucking Sasquatch.
Yeah. Just running at them through the fucking woods.
I don't know. It just jumped out and started going raggle fraggle.
Dark vision caught like a glimpse of your fucking Two-Face. And it was like, oh, fuck this, man.
Hey man, I don't think I'm about this, dog. I don't think I'm...
It's really funny to imagine all the time that Grond is scaring the fucking piss out of everybody because he's huge and scary and heavily armored and armed. He has half a face and glowing red eyes.
Yeah, true.
But I only have like proficiency. Like I get a +4. It's not that. I don't know how to
You're
use
just,
it.
you have passive intimidation.
I'm just like ah.
And it only gets worse the more they know about him. It's like with Vothnak. Vothnak's scary at first because he's enormous and people are scared of trolls. But then they get to know he's a gentle giant. He's a nice guy and he just wants to feed the world. They get to know Grond, and the first thing he's talking about is how much he wants to kill and how much he wants to charge at somebody and hunt them down and rip them to pieces. Classic fucking cop behavior.
Yeah, I want to protect my. It starts out I want to protect my friends, and then it devolves into I want to just curb stomp anybody that opposes me
So, like,
or
I found out.
inconveniences me in any way.
I found out that basically the same feeling that I get from protecting my friends can be achieved by simply running someone down and turning them into a sort of slurry of bone and blood.
Once upon a time, Grond was the moral center of the party and has become a savage, bloodthirsty.
But he'll
I didn't charge at them with a weapon out.
Just scare him off!
Maybe I should have, though.
yeah, and we could have talked to them, you know.
Maybe. I don't
What
know.
if they were nice?
I
What if they
don't
were
know.
just like, imagine, we're all friends. We're at a camp
Maybe I should have
together.
hurled this
They're like,
javelin of light at them.
look, we're a bunch of friends already together at a camp, and they're out there like thinking, oh, how do I get into this ring, into this conversation? I don't know. And instead of trying to welcome them in, you throw a metaphorical tomahawk right at them. You,
Should have
for
thrown a
ex-
literal one.
you launch an allegorical ICBM into their embassy. You
I should have launched a
literally
real
tore
one.
their fucking throats out of their fucking neck. You walk up to them and you kill them. Anyway, I go back to sleep.
I should have. Is a oh wow, you learned what they said, Peppy. That sounds like maybe they were okay. Couldn't tell you. Oh well, they're gone.
19 is like.
If anybody's
I'm
approaching
so- I'm
camp
so-
at nighttime,
I'm sorry I woke you
I
people
don't
up.
wanna know.
I'm really sorry about that. I should have just let Bigfoot do his thing. I'm really sorry. Just go back to sleep now.
It is
I mean, it's
okay.
good. I thought they might have been regrouping, and I would have had to follow them and kill them.
It is okay. I can effortlessly enter sleep by using a bonus action.
This
He's
is
si-
an inherent ability you got from the chair.
Yeah, he's dragged his chair out of the fucking portable hole. I think his chair is
He just
still in
had-
the apartment. Or do you have the
Yeah.
chair? No, I think
Pretty
it's
sure
still.
it is.
It's
Yeah,
in the
which
apartment.
they-
Which you were.
Yeah,
you
we
could have
never
picked it
went
up on your way out.
I know. We're
But you
stupid
wouldn't go
assholes.
back to your apartment.
We're stupid assholes.
Mhm.
And when we
We'll
get
go back
to sh-
eventually one
we
day.
can-
You left
when
your
we get-
apartment. You left
We were
your.
dead.
You left your air fryer.
We were dead. Okay.
You were dead. That's true.
No. When we get back to Sean again, we'll have to do a quest, of course, because all our shit got stolen or repoed. But we'll get it back.
The
And
fucking the fucking Boromar adjacent landlord who has been showing up for your fucking rent is like, I don't even think they fucking live here anymore. It just like takes all your shit. I guess this is paying them all. I guess this is paying this month's rent.
All their stuff is still here. I don't.
I actually think you guys paid in advance for like 3 months, so you're still good for a little while. I think.
Yeah, true.
I
They
don't
don't
know.
give a shit. We're gonna rent's paid.
You're
Honestly, I wouldn't be
te-
surprised if she just does not know we haven't been.
Why
I
would
think
she
they
care?
Check in like, well, yeah. They might not care. They might check in to see if we like trash the place.
Yeah, we put down like 10 times the safety deposit.
They look up and there's just like fucking like cardboard taped over the broken window and shit.
Did we ever get that repaired?
I don't think so. I don't think you ever fixed the window.
Oh no.
You just
You see like 5 different papers of them trying to put notes like, hey, checking in to see if you got a quote for that window repair.
Look, man,
Hey.
it keeps on fucking breaking.
you've just got fucking 2 folding chairs and an increasingly rusty air fryer out on the balcony.
You need to bring your outdoor patio furniture in when it rains. Not sure if you guys know that. Try to put a tarp over it, but like it's like there's like puddles forming.
Can you deal with it, please? Also, it fucking stinks in there.
Something's got through the cardboard.
It fucking stinks and it smells like something's dead in there. I looked through, but it was just Plunt Galdar with a huge knife in his face.
It smells like it's like a wardrobe full of general ingredients that hasn't been kept up in weeks.
I just like the idea that Plunt came by to visit and he tripped.
Tripped and just fucking
his
nose
big head?
directly
It
into his
doesn't look like one of
brainstem,
you.
just thunk.
Yeah, that's where he's been.
Whoa!
Who the fuck knows? Peppy didn't check in with Plunt while he was back in town. He could be dead.
It's dangerous to ever communicate.
It's a jungle
That's
out
why
there.
we don't do it.
It is a jungle out
Gron's
there, literally.
parents died of old age. He doesn't even know.
Look,
That's
all,
fine.
look,
At
all
least they
Pep-
lived an okay life.
Peppy
No,
can
they
learn
decided to
something.
rejoin the cult, actually. They got bored.
Yeah, they fucking... Yeah, they're like, you know what? This is better than nothing.
Let's make a new
our
son.
son-
Let's make a new son and make him more cursed this time.
Honey, our son has failed. Our son has failed to help us find the meaning we were seeking in our life, and now we're back in the same situation as we were before. So let's fill that hole again with the cult. What do you say?
Listen, we know our beliefs
adopt
were
one of their
lies, but...
kidnapped children. What do you think?
I don't see the issue.
Just-
Look,
Stole one of their
It's
kids.
like, listen, we played out this route, but what happens if we don't run away and we do give our son away to the cult? Maybe something cool will happen.
But honey, we don't have another son.
that's fine.
It's okay. We are certainly beyond the point of being able to create children, but
We'll just find our old son.
there's
We'll just take
that
one.
Fucking, yeah, there are kids out in the streets. Just grab one.
It has turned chaotic evil.
always have
No,
been.
they're just misunderstood. Fine.
They were always chaotic evil, just too elderly to do anything about it.
Yeah. They were voting for the fucking Boromar every time.
Yeah.
Listen, I know they're not doing the best, but what other choice do we have?
Well, have you looked into the options? No.
Are
I
you
don't
voting
know.
independent? Are you just throwing your vote away?
I think it'd be kind of funny if they were more like a New York Times type of deal.
What do you mean?
What's the best way to put this? Stephen Colbert, like now, late time talk show.
Like annoying.
hmm They say whatever the EBERRON equivalent of Trump is.
Sure, yeah.
Gotcha, drunk.
The Borm Famar.
Born from Christ.
The poop commander.
and they're like, that definitely owned them, right? Did I get a lot of clicks on my YouTube video?
They're also racist.
They're also racist.
Extremely
is the
racist,
thing.
yeah.
They are also.
But to humans,
They are.
which is fine because they're the majority.
They are immigrants. However, they are old and steeped in their values.
So they are immigrants. They do not want
So they
anyone to
do
come after
vote
them.
Conservative.
Yeah.
Listen, last ones, us.
These are real fucking Miami,
They-
Florida, like.
They still do vote in
Latinos.
the Shadow March elections too.
Yeah, they're from
And
the.
they do vote conservative there too. They vote for the cult. They know what they did. They still vote for them.
Well, what are they supposed to
We
do?
don't know why.
What are they supposed to do? What the?
Like the cult has always been in charge.
I can't believe the
It's
cult would
stability.
steal my kids, said Grand's parents who voted for the cultist stealing kids party.
Look, I'm a
And
good look.
continued after having
Then
their children
continued.
stolen.
Well, yeah,
I'm a good
but
guy.
listen. I know they're stealing our kids, but they uphold traditional values like stealing children.
Stealing their
They've been
kids.
stealing kids for decades.
We can't
And we've
stop
been a
now.
state-
It's all they do. They're very open about
Yo,
it.
I used to be very anti-cult, but then they just kept on pushing me with that shit. Swear to God. Can't even get sprinkled on a bagel no more. Those, they get those like harvesting gnomes. Fucking.
What's the EBERRON equivalent of calling someone a liberal? You fucking liberal.
You fucking liberal. This is what your mother sounds like, Ron. She sounds exactly like this. She sounds this way since she was a little girl.
Honestly,
Just an extra voice.
it might be something similar to fucking Democrat, but just like in the general term of supporting democracy.
Yeah, Democrat.
Demon rat.
You fucking Democrat.
Oh, you don't want a king? Ooh, fucking Democrat.
Fucking
Republican,
Democrat.
What the hell do you think you are?
What do you?
What, you don't think somebody divinely appointed by God is good enough for you?
Yeah. Oh, you think the fucking the idiots? They roam these fucking streets no
Wait,
better
what?
than God?
Do you think God chose poorly? Is that it?
Yeah.
So you
Come
think
on.
you know better than God?
You're saying this to me, Gron's mother. Okay.
Who sounds like this?
Exact for her whole life. Listen.
And hi, I'm Gron's dad. I'm worse than her in terms of political opinion.
This is why Grond doesn't go home to visit that often. Now, of course, Grond was a cop, so we don't know what his beliefs
True.
are.
See, they were okay for a bit. Then I became a cop, and they like really wanted to get behind like backing their son, but they went too hard.
They wanted to
They went
support.
too hard.
They wanted to support you. They were way too far.
They
Oh
went
my
too much
God.
into it. They just got lost. in
They
the
started
community.
talking
They're
about the
like,
fucking
"We love
the
cop
thin
community
red
so
line
much."
of the Sharn Watch, and you were like, well, actually, hold on, listen.
Hold on.
And they're like, no, guys, like, we're actually not that great. It's like, oh, we love everything you're doing. Fuck those immigrants.
What?
That Rodney
But what-
Ratzinger has a lot of good ideas.
Where
I- I support democracy. Why? I just want the people to be able to decide who I get to kill.
I saw this news story where Rodney Ratzinger was saying that one of the guys under his command was this stupid, idiot, bald orc. Couldn't get nothing right, fucking moron, probably because he had Shadow March's blood in his head, fucking stupid idiot. And I thought, I bet that guy is stupid and an idiot. Anyways, I'm supporting everything you're doing, Grant.
You're doing great out there, kid. I love you.
Thanks.
I forget what your real name is, so I called you Grand.
It's David.
What was his fucking name?
Henry.
Henry.
Hey, Henry. Hey, Hank.
You think Grond's parents ever called him Hank?
No,
Twice.
maybe.
Rodney
All
calls
right,
him Hank.
We go to Wyrmwatch.
Rodney calls him Hank.
I finished chasing down those kobolds or whatever.
Jane's
ran away,
watch
and I
goes
killed
fine.
them.
Yeah. And then I wake up.
And then you wake up.
And everyone else does too.
And by the end of this day, allegedly, you will be in the vicinity of Wyrmwatch.
Watch.
The journey begins again. Leroy says, so far it seems like keeping off the roads has been a pretty wise idea. That's probably where most of the foot traffic is. I'm not sure why those ones were cutting straight through before, but probably they were on their way to somewhere specific or from somewhere specific. But we've managed to avoid most of the shit so far, so, you know, knock on wood. Hopefully the last leg of this isn't too bad.
They punch a tree.
Now, granted, I don't know what the fuck is waiting for us at Wyrmwatch. If Pitchwall is fucking gone, and there's Dragonborn all over the fucking place, lizard folk,
and Tanadol, then we could roll up to find a fucking graveyard. Which, I mean, I don't know a lot of people in Wyrmwatch, but I would still prefer that not to be the case.
We know one guy. Maybe.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. Like, Vicente's a pretty good guide, but he would have had his work cut out for him getting your mate through here. So I don't know. Not really
Haven't
sure.
found his corpse yet.
Sure, but corpses don't last long around here. Something generally comes by and eats them. Alright. Well, another probably 10, 11 hours of walking, we should be there.
Yippee!
Just gotta move on.
I love walking. Here I go.
Now, if somebody would kindly pick up a dice and then put it back down again, but without, like, lowering it, just sort of drop it.
12.
12, he says.
12. 12. We're going to find an elf.
Alrighty. That evidence of large troop movement is still present as you traverse this section of the jungle. It seems like a lot of garages, soldiers have been moving through here as well. And you also begin to come across other things. Spots in the jungle where you find vegetation sort of cut aside and trampled, but in a different manner, and you look at it and you can see hoof prints.
Like
would
a
be-
horse.
Like horses. This would be pretty difficult terrain for horses to move through in general. Not great horse horse biome. So these must be some fucking well-trained ass horses.
They got mage-bred horses that go through the grungle.
They got the original mage-bred horses.
Do those go through the grungle?
You know that the Pteranodol breed...
Ah.
What the fuck was that?
Huh?
What?
It was just like a... That was weird.
What?
Never mind.
Hear a sliding noise?
No.
Did you hear a dude's voice?
Yes.
I also did.
Okay.
Heard of what?
In
It
like,
was like
in like
it was
one
like,
ear.
It was like black.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not fucking crazy. Okay.
Okay, I thought I was crazy too.
Okay.
I said
That's the
that.
second
I
time
said,
I've heard it
"Ah."
too. So
I don't know. I think. I don't know.
it
I
might
think it must be part of the jungle.
it must be part of the
audio.
track because
It's
that's
probably some guy they have fucking saying something
like
in like
if,
Cambodian or some shit.
I heard it once before and I was like I must not have heard that because nobody said anything and it
It's
was
probably
like
the dude
so
saying,
subtle.
"Oh yeah, turn it off," and then it loops there.
Maybe, I don't know. But then I heard it again I was like okay, okay. Anyways, yeah, you know that the Valinar breed pretty specialized war horses, very well trained and selected for their traits. However, you know that many others have magical animals that they travel with that are kind of like precursors to the whole mage-bred idea. Although they're not, like, magically bred, they're infused with the spirits of ancestral, powerful animals and so forth.
Interesting. They got cool boys.
And you know that the Valinor are really fucking serious about that shit. Like,
those animals are not like pets or, you know, they're not property. They have full citizen rights in Valinor. And generally they'll pick their companions, not the other way around.
Just the special horses or all horses?
The special, and it's not just horses, it's all kinds of animals, but the special animals, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Ones are smarter, stronger, faster too.
Yeah.
They got cool.
Work it harder makes us better. Do it faster makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after, our work is never over.
How much longer before we get to Wyrmwatch? Could Pep be seeming us for the whole journey there?
How long seeming last?
8
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, absolutely, yeah, for sure.
There we go. Just seeming us to look weak and pathetic.
Do you actually want to seeming yourself to look weak and pathetic?
You're better than whatever crime, deception, or lies we could do, I think.
Peppy, is that something you want to
Also,
do?
I don't think Votnak
What's
can
going
look
on?
that
Huh?
weak.
They would like to know if you would like to seeming everyone to look weak and pathetic.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I want to do that all the time.
Well, it's to avoid the elves from cutting us in twain. If we find them. Or they find us. Which may result in other people attacking us, but I mean, they're gonna attack us either way, so.
Yeah.
So is that
Maybe look even.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
I'm seeming everyone to look very pathetic. And I'm, like, really frail and, like, almost a little jaundiced, actually. Everyone's
Okay.
a little jaundiced.
Everyone's a little
Our
jaundiced.
livers
Like
are a
we
little
all
fucked
got
up.
malaria. in
Bad
this
livers.
jungle. We all
Just
got malaria.
just been fucking with rum and nothing else. Because
I have a
cirrhosis.
sign on me. I have a sign on me that says infected with every disease.
I sort of look like a pickle if you dried it out for about a year, and then you had a hydraulic press powered man squeeze it, but somehow not actually turn it to dust.
Mhm.
And vaguely humanoid shaped.
I think you have a little bit of mold on you too. So
Just sort of a fine coating of mold occasionally chafes off as I walk.
Absolutely.
Looks not actually dangerous for you to breathe in. Just looks stupid. Does not go with my
overall look rating, stupid. This guy looking stupid, pickle ass. Jane looks even more twig-like.
Jane looks like the SCP-106, I think. Nah, the other one. You're gonna love it. Yeah. This is what Jane looks like. This is canon.
Yeah, that's right.
But not scary.
Not scary, really kind of cute and endearing.
Yeah.
Endearing.
Yeah, like this.
That pretty much looks the same. Same with Dirk.
Yeah.
Jane looks like this.
But Peppy's his hats,
Hell
ear
yeah.
flaps are bigger.
Jane is the 12-foot skeleton. Okay. So you all look shit. You all look real terrible. What the fuck is this? I hate this.
Baby shy guy.
I really hate this for some reason.
It's not good.
Why is he doing that?
I really hate that. Okay. You proceed. And a few hours later, you come upon a clearing in the jungle where you see dragonborn soldiers dead. They appear to have been slain with bladed instruments that have cut deep. Looks like there's maybe 6 or 7 of them scattered around. You don't see any weapons. The Dragonborn don't seem to be in possession of any weapons. And they look as though they may, just from a cursory glance, they look a little bit picked over in terms of, like, the stuff they had on them.
Mm-hmm. Which kind of dragonborn? Stormhorn?
Hard to tell, but you don't know what the Stormhorn Dragonborn's, like, uniform would be, but these guys are dressed in that sort of, like, blue paint splashed, like, rough and tumble sort of armor that you saw Garaja soldiers wearing. Two of them look like they're buried. Almost like they're underneath, like, how do I put this? Like compost heaps.
Is that what they do here? With their burial, they just say it would make them back in the dirt?
And then you see the compost heaps are twitching.
Ah.
Not good.
I
Like
guess we should.
those sound like the things from that one place we were at where Peppy or Aiden died immediately.
Yeah, I ready for battle. I also push Peppy away from the fucking guy.
What if we just didn't fight them? Hmm?
I'm assuming they're gonna rise up at a speed such that we can't run away before they attack.
Well, they're busy chomping, I think.
If they are busy chomping, we can just leave.
Did you hear it again?
No.
Fuck!
I wasn't listening for it, but I heard before.
Hold on, where am I in the track? Can I rewind?
Are we all synced? I guess.
Fuck.
I think you must pass it.
Well, I don't know where that's coming from. There it was!
There it was. There
I
it is.
did hear that.
I caught you,
In my right
motherfucker.
ear.
Do it again.
Heard it in my right ear. Is it the what, 440? You gonna play it back?
I just did like 10 times.
Oh, I only heard it the once.
Oh, well, maybe it's, I don't know.
But I did hear it at the like 440 mark, yeah.
Well, mystery solved. I feel better. I will say, because I rolled for their behavior, they're currently feeding. You have an opportunity to do something other than fight if you would like.
Were there just dead Dragonborn that looked like they might be Garage soldiers?
You saw dead
there
garage soldiers and these two animate compost heaps. I wonder what those could be. Slavering over their corpses.
Well, if there's only dead people, maybe we should just head out.
Dead people that have been picked over already.
Yeah.
There ain't
Unless
no
there's-
loot here.
What if there's loot inside them? Inside the
Maybe.
mounds?
That is possible.
Yeah, we could just-
There also could just be trash. And also, we're
One of them-
to Wyrmwatch today, so.
You can see
Yeah.
Grand.
Oh.
That one of the Dragonborn, in fact, one of the ones underneath one of these compost heaps, is wearing plate armor.
Okay, we fight. Let's go.
What is it? Is it like their shitty piecemeal plate?
It's gleaming. Might be because it's being spit polished by a shambling mound, but
Oh. Are they corrosive? Do they eat through that, or is he just chewing what he can get to?
oh, he's going for biological material, baby.
Wait, we can just sit here and wait. Just let him get complaining. He's like, just let him do his thing.
Actually,
What
he
if-
might get rolled up into the mats. I don't know.
He might also inadvertently damage the armor. You don't know. He might eat the leather straps and stuff.
We'll
We
certainly
replace
eat the leather
those.
straps.
Yeah.
I think we could replace those though.
You could replace them, but it might take time. You won't have the armor on for the cool fight coming up. We're gonna.
All right, Peppy, major aim is something to scare him off.
You do a lion.
Make another bigger shambling mound that'll spook them. I don't know. I don't
Territorial
know how
dispute.
shambling mounds work.
We could go for a Dinosaurus Rex with a dinosaur
Like,
dragon
this-
horn.
Does anybody know
25.
what shambling mounds really do besides eat?
Actually, no, they wouldn't really be scared. They eat.
Do they know fear?
I don't know. Guy. Pair of shears.
Leroy, what say you about these
Just a T-Rex.
shamblers?
I mean, Jane could just shape change me and into a T-Rex, and I just eat him.
Many things are possible.
Well, the key is trying to limit the expenditure of abilities, because if Wyrmwatch is not friendly, we're making it there today probably.
Mhm.
So
Just use your free major image to make like a T-Rex. Maybe that'll scare him. And if it doesn't,
That makes sense.
we'll
I
kill
think
him.
I'll do that. I'll pull my major image out of the pocket dimension, or the portable hole we have. What is it in? Portable hole?
You got one with you all the time, don't you?
Oh
If
yeah,
you
you're
have-
right. I don't have to keep it in the portable hole.
Yeah,
you could,
you
I
can.
guess.
You have
I
extra
don't know.
ones. I mean, every single day you don't spend a 6-level slot on something else, you can add another one to the hole. But yeah, basically.
Can we say that I've done 2 now? That we've done a long rest. So I would have popped one into the hole before I went to bed.
Fine.
Basically, it's gonna be my new nightly routine: is popping a major image in that hole.
If you got
gotta
a slot,
understand.
if you got the slot.
I do. So I think I'm gonna make 2 T-Rexes coming from like.
All right, so you. Okay, first of all, I want you to make stealth because this requires
Yeah.
some setup.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
yeah,
see
yeah,
if they
yeah.
fucking.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware.
If they
I'm
go,
well aware.
oh, there's a guy over there dragging around his major images.
Okay, hold on.
Who's that guy moving his
Well,
arms
he
like
doesn't
he's a
need to see.
puppeteer?
He doesn't need to see it that much. I mean, but
Who's that guy with the
Stealth.
fucking film clapperboard
Two-two
ready to?
2-2 stealth.
22.
Yes.
My man swift. My man sneaky. My man
see
sly
it
with it.
from
He's sly with it.
We gotta be sneaky.
You gotta be
Chuck.
sneaky. Yeah, the shambling mounds are very, very focused on.
You know what? Dragon T-Rexes.
Makes more sense.
Sure.
Yeah, the shambling mounds are just really, really interested in liquefying these scales and adding to their festering mass. So you just sort of skulk around the outside of the clearing. Only one major image here, and another major image here, and my goodness, it's time for a show. And you modify the major images as you do. And by God, there's 2 draconic T-Rexes! Holy fucking shit! It's like that, you know that bit in Jurassic Park 3 where the T-Rex fights the Spinosaurus? And it's like fucking going, oh, they're coming right at each other! These shambling mounds are caught right in the goddamn middle! Oh my God! The shambling mound turns to each other and they're like, oh my God, it's scary! And one of them is like,
What did they say?
one of them is like Ken Watanabe in the Godzilla movie, and he says, "Let them fight." But the other one says, "They're fighting on top of us!" Now, they don't speak language, of course, the shambling mounds, and they have 5 intelligence. So what they do is... and I'm gonna roll... I want you to roll intimidation with advantage, because that's the scariest shit ever.
So my intimidation is +0, so I'm just gonna roll 2d20 with advantage. That is a 15 and 5. 15.
15. Still pretty good. The shambling mounds sort of like look at what they have consumed. There's like half fucking liquefied dragonborn sitting there underneath them. And they sort of share a shambling glance, and then they just sort of turn, and they shamble.
Shambling!
Yeah,
They
man,
just start fucking lumbering back into the forest like, oh, fuck this shit, goddamn.
I got a pretty good meal out of that. I'm good. We could just... Let's just...
You see the shambling mound looks up, he's like, well, I'm full. Let's hit the road, buddy.
Haha, time to hit the dusty trail!
These guys were fucking having a meal at the restaurant, and a bunch of guys with fucking ski masks and assault rifles blasted in, and they just slipped out the side door.
well, yes,
I go back-
need the base. See ya.
I go back to the party.
Sam
I'm
Moun's like,
guys-
I ain't putting my fucking wallet in no bag, I'm out of here.
I go back to the party. I'm like, guys, I think the multiple brain injuries and many times I've been knocked unconscious is finally worth it being a wizard. Did you see that?
It looked like it was real, even though I know it was real. It was very scary.
Pretty cool.
Yes. Like a movie. You can use that to make a movie, you should go get into theater.
And now...
And I John Lennon walk over and say, don't mind if I do.
You do the John Lennon stride. Taking long steps, taking big steppies. Woo! And you
say, the sovereign host rests his soul, the rub-dub-dub, thanks for the grub.
Oh my God.
and you claim the plate armor, which is very easy to remove because the leather straps have been eaten through.
No! I got those. That's fine.
So it's going to require some repair work, and it's a little bit fucked up from just being like nommed upon by a shambling mound. So it might need a little bit of work on it. But this is a set of relatively functional plate armor.
Fuck you, dude.
Wow,
Throw that in the hole for later.
that looks fancy, except for the parts where it was eaten.
It is splashed with blue paint, like, all over it. And there's, like, draconic sigils that have been, like, carved into the breastplate, but...
And I'm gonna be wearing a shirt that says, like, I fucked my grandma or something, and I won't know.
You're wearing a t-shirt... You're wearing a t-shirt like a... So...
No, not a t-shirt,
No.
a carved piece of armor!
No. He's wearing a t-shirt like a tabard. He's covering up the fucking armor.
Okay.
But instead of a tabard, it's like a novelty t-shirt you buy at like a beach, like...
Tourism short, yeah.
like one of those stores at the beach.
I just want to buy the shirts that are in, like...
He's got a
English
shirt that
or
says
a foreign
female
language.
body inspector, and he's put it up, pulled it on over his plate mail.
I'd like it to be even more crass and blunt. Like, what if it just instead of feeling it's just a pussy fucker?
That's what, like the thing is, like, it's in Japanese or something. It's like, yeah, it says peace. It's like, no, dude, that says, like, you eat ass.
It's got, you know, he's got something, he's tried to get something in Giantish because he thinks he's, like, learned it good.
Yeah.
And he's put it on there, and it just says, like, I am the Admiral of Cunt.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, like,
Oh,
I think it means, like, I'm really cool or something. I think that's, I don't know. That'd be cool, alright?
It says Chieftain Longballs. Alright, so Chieftain Longballs and the rest of the party depart from this scene of carnage.
They can buff it out. Yeah, you know what? I asked Peppy, what does it say on it? What's it say? Does it say "fuck you"?
On the Dragonborn, like what's
Yeah,
written
does it
there?
say?
Yeah. Or like a killer of many.
So you know that Dirk can also read it, so he's going to disagree with Peppy. He's going to try to convince Gron it says something like stupid or rude.
Okay, I'll tell Peppy what it says, and then he can decide whether or not to tell you correctly. You'll never know for sure.
Alright, Peppy's taking his time. It's sort of an older
Sorry,
dialect.
sorry, my keyboard is so broken. I hate it.
Peppy's just sort of rotating it. He's flipping it upside down. He's flipping it back. He's spinning it in the air. Like he's not even looking at it. He's just spinning it in the air. Oh, and then he finally grabs it. I don't know. It's an older dialect. I think it says like, I run, I'm a coward, or something like that. I don't know.
Why would they put that on the plate armor?
It's like an older dialect.
Oh.
Dirk, what does it say?
Oh, that's stupid. It doesn't say that. Hold on, let me look with my magic eyes. It says, I run and I'm a coward. Oh, wow.
That's the same thing. You said the same thing.
I didn't look at it first. Yeah, I think it said something different before you put it on. I think it like reveals your true nature or something.
19,
I didn't put it on.
19, who
What?
speaks Draconic, quietly sits back and observes.
Oh, I think it's because you touched it. I think you touched it. Yeah, because you do that. Because you run away.
Alright. When did I run away?
What?
When the
man,
party ran away?
Man, I don't know.
Grond ran away from his responsibilities when he decided to die.
That was
Yeah.
very, very inappropriate. Zoe.
Very cowardly of him.
What the fuck, man?
Very
First off,
coward.
I've been knocked down unconscious so many times, never died.
Keys.
So hey, Sophie, I've been knocked down many a time, never died. So maybe fucking
Man.
like work harder.
Yeah, maybe man up a little bit, buddy.
Come on, fucking man
How
up.
many times has the party skipped reviving you?
Ah,
While a man
you'll
stood
be
over the
fine.
corpse with an axe in hand.
Fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
He's gonna be fine. There's no way he'll hit him again. Ka-chunk.
Like, why
There's
would he
no
do
way he'll
that?
hit him again.
Why would he do that?
Ka-chunk. I don't even remember the context. I
you'll
don't even
be
know if there was an
fine.
opportunity.
There was.
I don't remember.
We're fine.
I recall at least a couple at least one party member.
I do remember pulverizing the shit out of your fucking chest, though. Fucking ruled.
All right,
And me
all right.
thinking,
Peppy
why
does
are
feel
they-
bad because, as someone who's never died before, he's like, okay, I'll cut him some slack. He's that bad. He says, okay, I messed up the tenses of it all. It actually says run, comma, cowards.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Okay, whatever.
I say, okay. I make a note to get it translated when I'm in the city.
You don't trust me?
It's,
did
just
so-
it's just
I
a,
didn't say anything!
it's just
I
a
didn't say
small
anything. I
dick.
scribbled a note.
Small.
Ah.
Tiny pecker!
It's it says wide cloaca. Is the dragonborn?
Many sperm.
Plump pussy.
Wide cloaca, many sperm, ready to give.
It's just advertising how fucking fertile he is.
He's trying to get it.
Prodigious,
Show off to the ladies.
prodigious pubic mound.
Good shape for me.
Fertility.
Fuck.
Very fertile.
Very
Will
fertile.
come big.
You'll come big.
Large load.
That's what it says. It says you'll come big on the front of it.
With an exclamation.
An exclamation. It's an advertisement.
Now, are we saying that that's the T-shirt he's buying that's putting over the armor? Or that's what the armor
No,
says.
that's the carving.
Ironically, it's both.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what this says, so I'm gonna get something else that's really funny. It will come big. You'll come big.
So anyways, the party moves on.
Yeah.
And the guide says, well, that could have gone worse. I didn't know you had a fucking trick like that in your back pocket, so... You know, good to know, I suppose. Fucking terrifying, though. I had no idea what was happening. I thought we were fucked. I was not listening when you came up with a plan.
You should have realized when I didn't run in the
That's true, yeah. You didn't immediately try to serve yourself up for lunch, so I guess that...
We would have won. We would have won.
We would have won.
We would have... See, we would wait until, like, one of them's really weak and running away. Then
You almost got murdered by one.
No,
didn't.
no, Grand almost got murdered.
Didn't
I
these
didn't,
guys
though.
say that you died before? Are you so eager to fucking do it again?
I
But that's because I tried to rely on my party.
I see.
I also died.
Why'd you die? What happened?
I tried to get the egg,
Alright.
and then I was 5 feet. I did not get into the portal, and I was eaten by werewolves.
Understood, he says, not believing you.
You were playing football and it went real bad.
I remember my time in Dulu.
I was tackled 5 feet short of the goal line by 30 werewolves.
They just went to town.
They tore my body apart, like how my soul, each part of it, was drifting away from me into lure, and I was becoming smaller. But I am okay now. It was only a few weeks, maybe. Grand, did you have a good time in Dolor?
I don't remember anything.
Oh,
This
I think
is
I saw myself. I looked pretty angry.
this is Vothnak trying to get
But
into the
also
portal.
happy.
yeah.
He was right
That's
there.
me.
He was right there. But he didn't make it.
The egg did, though, I think, maybe.
I don't even think it did.
It should have, it should have.
Maybe it
Okay.
did.
They
My
ate
head
the
cannon.
egg too.
They ate the egg, yeah.
Scrambled it
It's
up.
in their stomach.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy, they said.
This was the last play of a Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
He scared me, this guy. So you head into the jungle. And I'm gonna make one more roll.
You're gonna make a roll.
Yep, that's right. Okay.
Oh my god.
This has been pretty, actually pretty chill. You guys have gotten some good rolls, and I've not rolled. I've rolled pretty benevolently for the night encounters, so you guys have had a pretty easy go of it.
Happy magic power work.
The sky begins to darken. And darken. And darken a little more. As you come up on the end of the day. Moving through the jungle, you eventually come to a part where the jungle seems to thin out a bit. A little bit more space between the trees. And now you can see that the jungle itself is sort of almost splitting off like a chain of islands off the edge of a coastline. Reduced to pockets and groves, scattered bundles of jungle here and there, separated by high-grassed plains. In the distance you can see the immense looming shape of the Endworld Mountains, not too far to the west. Shrouded by mist. And as you begin to move through this more open terrain, feeling a little more comfortable to be out of the density and the humidity of the jungle, but also a little bit more exposed in these surroundings.
Pardon.
You begin to see a city emerging into view.
Is it burning?
It is not. Actively. The smoke does trail. As the grass sort of gives way to these foothills that eventually make their way into the rockier, higher parts of the edge of the Endworld Mountains. This large village, really more appropriate to call it a large village than a city, stands amidst those foothills. Sort of rocky terrain surrounding it. A little bit out of the jungle trees. Walled in stone. You can see on the plains below it crops, farmland, and small houses dotted around. The crops burned. These houses smashed and smoking. The stone walls stand. And a huge steel gate which defends it. Behind it, you can see pathways cutting through the rising rocky terrain behind the village that look like they head into a couple of small caverns and quarries and so forth. Looks like there's some mining industry here as well. And you can see you can't really the stone wall is pretty high. The largest building that you can see is the tip of a temple topped with a burning silver flame. Looks like there's a large silver flame temple within. But that's the only building big enough that you can see from the outside. You don't see anybody on the walls, guards. You don't see anybody on the footpaths.
The gate's closed, right?
But what you do see are bodies. Dragonborn bodies. Along the winding path that leads up to the to the gate, there are stakes driven into the ground. and dragonborn heads on the stakes.
What color?
Blue.
Yeah.
I mean, every dragonborn you've seen is blue. Has been so far. Garages and the Stormhorn.
Okay. That makes sense.
I'm gonna turn off the jungle noise because you're kind of out of the heart of the jungle. You're now into more rocky terrain.
Put on the Rocky Road music.
The rocky. I'll put on she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
What was that the whole time?
Not a lot of place to conceal yourself. It's pretty exposed up there. And you can see what look like a few other bodies of Dragonborn sort of scattered amongst the slopes, slumped here and there. And they look like they're filled with arrows.
Put them inside them? That's crazy. Oh, no.
They are bristling with arrows. What do you want me to say, you fucking pedant?
They look like Porky the Pine.
Sure.
They appear to have been killed.
Yes.
By what, though?
I think it was like an...
There is also, though the ground is a little harder here, there's plenty of dirt and mud. There are fuckloads of hoof prints around here.
Oh, the elves. Well, that's fine.
Okay.
We're not elves. We're not dragonborn.
They're cool.
Yeah. Go. Let's yell at the gate, I guess. I don't know. Is there like a... Leroy, is there like a thing you say? Is there a code, or do you just go up and say, hey, hey?
Well,
Also, is this
usually,
gate normally closed?
usually I would have seen people by now, and the farms wouldn't have been fucking burned, and there's usually not this gruesome display.
I'm not sure if... I'm hoping that those are dead, like, Garagias soldiers, not... It's like
It's
Stormhorn.
a little hard to tell with the bodies missing, eh?
Can't really...
Well,
I don't know if there's anything we can do to look over the wall.
I mean,
Say
if
hi
there's
and
somebody
see
up
if we
there,
can-
and they can see over the wall, they've seen us already.
Yeah. Look at it this way. If they shoot us, we run. Yeah. It's fine.
Alright,
Then
well, I'll
hopefully
stand
they don't
behind you
chase
guys
us.
then.
They chase us. We'll see.
I
Alright,
shall.
anyways, who's charismatic again? Who is that? Is it Dirt?
Jane.
Who else is charismatic?
Nobody.
Snack.
Opnak got a +1 or 0?
Oh, wait, the charisma score? That's 10, but he has +4 persuasion.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
That works. I think that's best we got.
Hello. I knock on the
Back
door.
You're gonna walk up the path?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna walk on up. Big steppy.
As you're heading up the path, sort of between where those head spikes are, or yeah, as you pass between the first pair, you see the eyes flash and lightning
Well, that's
streaks in
unusual.
both directions.
I've heard people stand alive with their heads cut off, but this is ridiculous. Okay.
I've heard of staring daggers at people, but this is ridiculous.
Well. Okay, dexterity shaving throw.
Is that just for Bobnak or all of us?
Just for Votnak.
Whoa! And I'm gonna dodge super good. Mwah.
Use your food die.
I could. And I suppose it's light and bland. I don't know what kind of. I have no idea. It might be worth it to use the food dye on this. Where's my D8? God damn. Yes. My yummy, yummy, yum, yum meal. Brings it to a total of 17.
17 passes.
I assume a 12 would have failed.
12 would have failed.
Yeah. Cool. For a second, I'm too slow, but then energy was on.
So you take half, so you take 11 points of lightning damage.
Zap.
And feel like, get out! And you see almost like fucking ghosts appearing out of nowhere. You see 5 figures suddenly standing atop the wall with longbows drawn.
Whoa. Sorry. That,
What are they saying?
I think they said that they are trying to kill me.
Oh. Do these... Wait, you said they look like ghosts?
It was just like they appeared out of nowhere, is what I mean. You just sort of saw the silhouettes appear.
I would like to
starting to
roll
get dark.
initiative.
They're blasting your ass.
This is...
If this is surprise, I can ignore surprise.
It's... I mean, they've already released it. I'm just doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do something. That's 4 hits, one of which is a crit.
Jane makes a crit, not a crit.
Okay. I believe that's here. That's... Uh, 38 points of piercing damage. As 4 arrows into you, and 1 arrow sort of like scatters across the rocks. What's his face? Leroy goes, "Oh fuck!" And just dives for cover. And you can see, you don't have a good look at him in the low light, but you can just sort of make out the silhouette of the 5 figures, bows drawn, heads sort of wrapped in shawls, with heavy, like, sort of robes and, like, armored accoutrements and, like, hoods. And you can see little bits of pointed ears poking out.
Okay. I go to
Hey,
cover.
we look weak and pathetic. Why would
But
they
you
do
walked
that?
directly into the trap. That was, like, the trigger for them to, like, somebody's coming!
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go to where there is cover.
Okay, you rush and dive for cover. Everybody else, I'm imagining, is also sort of ducking out of the way.
Yeah. They say, no, please, I'm weak, I'm pathetic. I'm hungry.
You can hear conversation in Elvish between the sentries on the wall.
I'm sitting behind my rock.
It's a little distant, you can't quite make it out, but you can hear conversation.
Well, I guess they took the city. Town village thing.
Yes.
I thought they just, like, raided it or something, but that's...
That is fucking weird. I don't know why the Tenador would set up shop. They don't set up shop. That's not something they do.
So, like, does that mean they killed, like, everybody in the city, or did they just, like,
I mean, they usually don't attack fucking outright cities like that. At least, you know, not like this.
Brain bug.
You hear echoing down the valley, the little rocky slopes here, you hear something shouted in Elvish, which is Peppy the only one who understands that?
Probably.
Speak
I know you speak Elvish because
yeah,
you're.
I speak Elvish. Yeah.
I think that might be it.
Maybe Jane. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Is Dirk?
No, Dirk speaks common and goblin and thieves can't.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I don't think Jane knows.
I don't know where the languages are in this.
I think Jane knows Common, Orcish, Riedran. I don't know. There might be other ones.
Yeah, she knows common orc reagent.
Yeah, okay. And she knows one other, but it's not Elvish. But you hear something called down in Elvish. And you hear, essentially in Elvish, "You are agents of Garodja!"
No.
Peppy says, terrified, weakly drifting from behind the rock.
No.
No.
Oh, goddamn.
No, we're not. Please. We're so weak and fragile. Look, we're jaundiced. Our livers aren't working.
Peppy holds up a limp, flopping arm over the rock.
We got the malaria.
My spleen didn't come back.
You hear some conversation between them. And then you hear, "Approach! Do not use the main path. It is trapped. Move and we will fire again."
Do you want us to approach or no? Don't move.
I am sorry. I was unclear.
Approach, but do not move.
We're in where the fuck? We're in the fucking.
I am under a lot of stress.
I'm not the best communicator. Someone else usually.
You hear
does
some more
this.
conversation. I should not. I am being relieved of. And then you hear, "Approach!" in another voice.
This is like my fourth language. I don't use it often.
"Make no unpredictable movements and do not try to flee."
Oh. That makes more sense. Okay.
This is all still in Elvish, so it's only Peppy getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Did they kill that other guy, Peppy, where he stopped speaking?
Oh no, he honestly wasn't being very clear with his verbiage. It was very unprofessional, I feel. But they got a new person up, they got a new representative up there, and they're telling us we can approach.
Okay. I'll make sure to
Really,
put that in
just
the
very
survey they
unprofessional.
give us. Yeah,
I'm gonna give him a
I'm
bad
writing
review on the
survey.
survey when they do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna give him 1
very
star.
Unprofessional. Fire him. Make him homeless.
So do you comply?
Yes. Do you have a cot I can sleep in? I'm very tired.
You guys sort of like group up, like hands up, creeping up with the hands up.
Oh well, let's throw all of our let's throw our things in the hole so in case they search us for things
Or just rob you.
Yeah.
or that. We're seeming to look weak and pathetic, but even then,
You're weak and pathetic and obviously loaded.
yeah.
Stuff in the hole. There's stuff in the hole.
You're like stuffing shit in the hole and you're like, "What's taking so long?"
We
Like,
are too weak.
I shit myself.
I don't
Trying to clean up.
I think if they were gonna murder us, I think they would have done it already. So
Yeah,
this seems promising.
Hopefully, but I throw 50 bags of turkey and T-Rex meat. in the
T-Rex
hole.
turkey in the hole.
And Dirk shoves it right up there.
19 climbs
No,
into the
not
hole.
in his hole.
19
not
goes.
in Dirk's hole. The
19 goes into the hole and sits down. I am just kidding. He comes back out of the hole.
Hey, let's put all of our goods in the portable hole. And Dirk says, I don't know if I can fit that much. And we're like, the other portable hole.
Who else but Dirk? So once you guys stow away a bunch of shit and start creeping up to the walls, you get a better look at them. I'm just gonna.
They're kind of hot.
They're kind of hot. You actually can't see much of them because they're hooded and sort of like veiled and very heavily covered.
I'm actually very into hoods.
He loves hoods. They get him going.
He would not survive in, I don't know what that place was, that kingdom, once upon a time.
And as they sort of look down upon you, they sort of start calling out back in Elvish over their shoulders. Which Peppy understands. They're saying, get the Lushan, get the Lushan.
It's a Lushan, do we know?
Make a history check. Real quick.
Brain blasted.
28.
Jesus, mother of Christ. You know goddamn well what it is. A Lushan is the leader of a Pteranodon warband.
Gotcha. Getting the leader. They're getting the leader, guys.
Oh boy. We're important.
And then you see... There was an unpredictable movement. They all fire.
Say, guys, I'm dying.
Another figure suddenly joins them up top. Shawled like the others in these, like, deserty sort of riding clothes. He has a long, double-bladed scimitar on his back, which is... It's like a fucking Darth Maul scimitar, essentially, is what it is. Twin scimitar. And he is not veiled or hooded. You can see his face is heavily tattooed, and he has this like long white hair that just sort of flows behind him. And
Look at this guy.
actually, you know what?
I'm
I think
sorry,
he's
what'd you
probably.
say?
I said actually, you know what? I think he's gonna flex when he comes up. So that guy does come up with the flowing white hair, but he is a horse.
He's a horse?
He is a horse. One word. He is on a horse.
Oh, okay.
On the wall?
On the wall. Just sort of rides up on the horse, which seems to not have any trouble navigating that terrain. It is blood red, this horse. And its eyes are faintly glowing yellow.
You know, we got a fancy horse too. Check this horse. Ooh, he's not
Oh.
looking good.
Oh, jeez. And it sort of like comes to a stop and like, and he sort of swings his legs down off of it and sort of like leans one hand on it, and it sort of turns its head to look at you, regarding you with a un-animal-like intelligence. And he looks down at you and says, "What is your business in this place of death?"
Oh, we
Does he say that in common or is
He says that in common, that's why I'm using an accent now.
Oh. Okay.
we are looking for our friend.
More to the point, who are you?
I am Vosnak.
This tells me
I'm
nothing.
wrong.
I'm
Well,
Peppy.
I'm not sure.
I did not ask for your
Oh.
names, I asked who you were.
We're independent contractors.
We
We're
are
the Peanut Butter Club.
yes, we are saving the world.
Yeah, we're doing that too.
They all
Are
sort
you
of
aware of the
exchange
brain
a look.
bugs infiltrating the world government?
But like, yeah, we're not really.
He sort of like leans across the way and he like mutters something, and you just catch a string of Elvish, which is like fucking lunatics.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're basic. To be honest, I think we just sound like crazy people. It's not really.
I swear it's true though.
We're ex-house Kenneth, plus minus, don't know.
Kenneth! He spits. Dragon-marked
Yeah.
house is disgusting.
Yes,
Yeah, but they
are
want to
bad.
kill us now, so.
Yeah, that's wasn't.
We took money from them and then we didn't do what they wanted us
Yeah,
to
we
do.
explicitly didn't do the job they hired us for.
But you appear to be so weak and pathetic and sickly. How could you have achieved these tasks?
Oh, wait, guys, do you think. What do you
I
think?
think so. I think
Alright,
we
I'm
should.
sorry, but I lied about being jaundiced,
I-
and then I undo the
I
semen.
blow into my thumb at
think
the
he
same
is.
time so I inflate myself back to normal
Yeah,
size.
we have practiced this. Me and
They
Mustang
showed
have
us.
practiced this.
He stares.
I do it the millisecond he does the thumb thing.
He stares down at you with obvious
So it just goes
disdain.
boom.
He stares down at you with obvious disdain,
Look, magicians, your
And he's-
favorite.
and he says, "This is a cowardly, dishonorable tactic."
True.
But we were attacked by a T-Rex that had a dragon in it, so we
Do you
didn't
want-
want to fight.
Yeah, you want T-Rex meat? Is that a plus? Huh?
He looks over his shoulder.
Is that considered a delicacy or an insult?
We have food supplies here, although not much.
Well, here's 500 pounds of meat.
I am a really good chef.
He is.
Anyway,
You have
Wanna cook
introduced
and
your.
talk?
You have introduced yourselves. I will introduce myself. I am Sethian Vadalia. I'm the Lushan of this warband.
It is nice to meet you.
And we are
I-
trapped here.
Oh. How?
you're trapped.
He sort of looks. You see, he's like looks to the horse, and the horse looks at him, and there's like an exchange of communication a little bit. But you don't like they don't speak. You just get the sense they're communicating. And he doesn't. When he looks at the horse, it's like he's looking at like an equal, instead of like, oh, there's my horse. And he looks back.
I believe that you are not with Garodia. You did not get my name even kind of right. I will spell it in a moment.
Upset.
I will allow you entry into the city we have claimed. Do not think us conquerors. It was, there were very few here when we arrived. We do not find pleasure in pillaging the already dead. But I will allow you entry. You seem...
He sort of thinks for a moment.
Did you pass by Garodia or its surroundings on your way here? The castle.
Wait. I had an idea. What if the people Gron scared are some of these dudes?
No, they're speaking
No?
Draconic.
Okay.
We did not see the castle, but we saw
No.
them marching.
Yeah, we saw some kind of like shaman guy.
Then you know how formidable their forces are.
Yes.
As much as
There were
it
quite a few.
pains me to admit as a proud Ternadal, too much for my warband to meet in open combat.
We saw them walk by from where we were hiding, and then it seemed like that was going to be it, but then they kept on coming, and it was like that for maybe 10 minutes.
It wasn't that long, but it was a while.
15 hours.
I am
Those
old
war
now.
bands, those battalions, commanded by the vile murderer of elves, Mishva. If they were heading to Garodia, I know why. To bolster the other forces that are surrounding it. You see, we are trapped here in Kibara because we will not leave Ternadal behind. And half of my forces are trapped inside Castle Garodia, which they have taken.
Oh. Okay. Bold choice. That's pretty far inland.
Mm.
Yes, it was a bold mission. We can discuss that inside.
Oh, before we go in, I think Jane almost definitely asked what the horse's name is.
Ah. This is my companion, my fellow Lushan, Mardula.
Hello, Mardula.
He is a proud individual whose lineage spans back even further than my own. It was Mardula's ancestors who bore some of our ancestors to victory against the giants back in Zendrik. How I wish I could have seen those battles. But I ramble. Enter, and I will tell you of our perhaps overextended efforts to claim glory here in Kibara, and of the noble Valinar who are now trapped in Castle Garodia.
And the gates start to open up. And as they do, he sort of turns back and is speaking in Elvish to the guys up there with him and to Mardula, it seems. And Peppy, obviously knowing Elvish, can understand. He's saying, it's only a matter of time. Perhaps these mercenaries can help us rescue Yelenia and the others.
I say in Elvish, so he can hear. Mercenaries is a bit of a harsh term.
A lot of the time we do not get paid.
Don't say that to them. They might pay us.
But we are taking a stand. We have unionized.
Yeah,
Are we
unions have to
unionized?
be paid too, though.
We are a union.
Wait, are we?
Oh, we are a
Is that why
union?
we got
Have we
fired?
agreed? Have we
and
done a vote?
hunted down? We didn't really offer any demand. Did we really?
Do we offer benefits?
I vote to form a union.
I mean, I think we kind of. To be honest, I think we kind of started as a union when we signed the contract, because like we all had to agree to it, right?
Mhm.
So we kind of unionized, but then we we ended up being a union for the Pinkertons kind of thing. So like
Union
as-
for the Pinkerton.
And as you guys begin to head inside, Peppy didn't hit it first, but as you're entering, that name does sound kind of familiar.
Let's see here.
It's from the Rememberer. And ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're gonna call tonight's session of
oh, that's probably I don't know. That's like his fucking mom.
of EBERRON. Folks, we'll see you next time as they talk to these cool Pteranodol elves. Bye bye. Bye now. Bye bye.
Will Peppy's mom survive?